Yeah. Welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Thanksgiving so far. I know some of y'all are probably either one or the other. You in the kitchen doing your good cooking, getting things ready for the family, okay? Or you are one of the family that's just sitting around waiting for the phone call that the food ready. Okay. Some of y'all just responsible for bringing the plates, the ice, the drinks. Baby, they don't want any of your food. And this is not the time, okay, to be over there trying to practice cooking and stuff. Now when it's Thanksgiving, okay? Baby, if you don't know how to cook a turkey, please prep for that in October, okay? Find a turkey, practice. This is not the time, okay? People have football games to watch. Some people are in preps for that. And so, yeah, this just not the time. This just not the time, baby. I would prefer you to go to the store. Hopefully you did that yesterday. Now, some stores open today and just bought some. If you can't do the potato salad, I know Walmart, they can have that for you. And, just put it in a dish. You can doctor it up, add you some eggs and some little salt and pepper, put it in the dish, baby. They won't know. Okay. But don't practice and have people mad at you and talking about you for Christmas. Okay. Because baby, Christmas, you probably won't get invited. How about that? Oh my God, let's see who we have here so far. And I'm going to have to tell y'all a short story on where I'm at. Okay, because I'm a little jealous. I'm a little mad. Hey, Gretchen, happy Thanksgiving. Welcome and thank you for being first in the building. Hey, sexy mama Libra is in the building. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay. Hey, Tabany, welcome. Thank you for joining. Happy Thanksgiving. Hi, Barbara. Okay, Mrs. X, welcome. I know Mrs. X in there cooking. Okay. Hey, I'll give you your name today. Is Thanksgiving. Hey, Quadre, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Hey, Jay Thomas is in the building. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. Royal D is in the building. Okay, my sis said she been up cooking. So she's in category 1. Lakeisha said she don't celebrate Thanksgiving. But you know what? My thing is, y'all, Thanksgiving is not just a one-day thing. I feel like Thanksgiving should be every day. Every day of thanks. It's just, to me, just an extra, like Valentine's Day. Hey, we don't celebrate, a lot of people like that's a pagan holiday, but every day should be a day of love, okay, to do something nice for everyone. I just think of it as Thanksgiving is just the time when you just give extra thanks, okay? You bring out the turkey, the ham, the dressing, the yams. Y'all know y'all don't eat like that every day, okay? So it's just a day, hey, you want to go somewhere else, something different, you could do that too, okay? You did yours last night, okay? Today is definitely not the day to be practicing. Okay. Hey, Catherine, welcome. Okay, she said, been preparing the house and cooking for the last week. Now, wait a minute, Mrs. X, please tell me that's just for cutting up stuff, not putting stuff in the stove and stuff. Now, we're not trying to eat food from last week. Okay. D, they should have got that turkey in October. Okay. Girl, if you want to start learning how to prepare, child, do it for Halloween. Okay. Get you a turkey, get your ham. If you want to learn how to make that dressing, child, do that for Halloween. We're not trying to hear that today. We need the real cooks to step up. Okay. Oh Lord, football money. My husband, he's waiting on the Cowboys to play. A lot of people out here waiting on football to start later on. I know they're doing a home game here in Dallas for the Cowboys today. Right. She said, get in that kitchen. Hey, 71 suburban girl. She said, hi, open book. Happy Thanksgiving. Yep. That be me. I'm waiting on the time to drop off items needed and eat. Okay. Look, how that pass your comment? Hey, Shelly Shells. Hey, sis. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay. No, I'm not cooking. I'm going to tell y'all what happened to me. Hey, Beauty by Reesby, Karen. Okay, let me get on to the end because, baby, they be talking about me. I wish she would go ahead and start talking. Look, fast forward through the replay, this part. Okay, I like to greet my people, see what's going on. I just hate coming on just starting because, like, to me, I feel like that's a cold chat. You know, when you just pop in, you speaking to people, the host, they don't even acknowledge you and stuff. Like, acknowledge my presence. Okay. I'm here. I need you to say hello. But baby, hello to everyone coming in. Happy Thanksgiving. So y'all, I had a change of plans for Thanksgiving. My intent, me and my family, we were going to travel to be with my family this week. And so I had put in for rental for a rental car. So then y'all, the night before, and it might be part of my fault on this, I switched my rental, okay, to a different place for a bigger discount. And so they never told me, you know, it's like if you set a reservation, you're thinking it goes through, okay, you have vehicles or whatever. And so the next morning, this was yesterday morning, I called up there and I'm like, trying to see which vehicle they were going to give us and so forth. And the lady was like, oh my gosh, you know, your name is on the list for me to call you. We ran out of vehicles. Wait, huh? Y'all ran out of vehicles? Well, it must be something going on. I think a lot of people are not flying. Okay, so this year, more people are driving. Okay, hey Nicole, happy Thanksgiving, sis. And so then I called another rental car place by us. And, you know, I did it over, you know, with the rep. So the rep put me on hold. He called. I'm thinking he was calling the office to see if they had vehicles and so forth. So he calls, he confirms it, get off. So I called that office myself to see which vehicles that they have available and if we could come up there a little earlier to get it. I call up there, he said they're out of vehicles. So he was like, man, I have so many people that I'm still trying to get vehicles for. I've been calling around, but what I can do, I can call you back. Yeah, and gas is down. That's a good point too. I can call you back. And so, and let you know, I'll try to get you in. Because even if he would have gotten us one by like 3:00, we would have still traveled. We would have, still gone there. Child, this man, I kept calling him about 4 times yesterday. Okay. He still to this day has not called us back. For one, that's bad business, and I'm gonna give them a bad review. I don't play about that. Baby, I put in a bad review on a doctor. Do you know that review to this day has got almost 1,000 something reviews? Google sends me a shout out email because I put it in a professional way, but I laid it out. And after I did my review, I had so many comments of people under there that had gone through a similar experience with that doctor. What they don't realize is that's bad business. Those things pop up. Okay. So I am definitely going to leave a review. So let's see. She said, hey, Melanin Queen. She said, my daughter flew in and they only had electric vehicles left. Oh my gosh, really? I mean, but my thing is, because we wanted something big enough too. Like, I mean, with the luggage that we had, it's a family of 4, it's like, I haven't done a car. I was telling my husband yesterday, we ain't done a car in forever. But I don't even think they had like bigger cars. They had like the little small cars. And so I was looking at the place. Y'all know Turo. It's this new thing. And y'all, this is a laid back Thanksgiving live. I know people probably listen to me while they're, cooking and stuff like that. So, it's not just the norm. Okay. We just lay back and chilling today. And so Catherine said, yes, open book. A lot of people are driving and it's hard to get a vehicle to rent. See, I didn't know that, Catherine, because what I would have done, hey, Jamie girl, hey, sis, what I would have done is I would have put the date for Tuesday. I think I would have changed the date to Tuesday to give myself that wiggle room and not have to play it on the day that we're trying to leave. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't think that through as far as more people are traveling by car because of the things that are taking place at the airports. They got the TSA people, they calling off, and they had that whole government shut down. Some people not even feeling safe on airplanes anymore because of all these accidents, potential accidents and stuff like that. So some people are, opting to do, driving if it's within driving distance. So I looked up the Turo. Now that's new to me. Okay. Anything new to me, I'm like, I don't know if I actually want to do this, but baby, those prices are sky high. Now they have like brand vehicles and high class vehicles and things like that, if that's something you're interested in and stuff. But be prepared to pay a pretty penny. And y'all, I just was like, at the same time, my husband was like, well, is it meant for us to go? Because we were coming against all of this like interference, obstacles, and I always check my spirit, and if we not, feeling a peace about something or on one accord, we always kind of think about that thing. And for whatever reason, I was like, man, I don't know, like what's going on, And so the good thing about it, because we had reached past the deadline on our hotel, they gave us a courtesy, and where we were going, they gave us a courtesy and did not charge us, because we could have actually still gotten charged for those nights at the hotel. But we are VIP, baby. We VIP with Expedia because I go through Expedia a lot. And they talked to the hotel for us and tried, and explained the situation. And she said, well, we have good news. They're going to go ahead and waive, the fees for you. So that worked out. So we did not come at a loss. Okay. Turo didn't have cars available either. My son rents his cars through them. Oh, really, Catherine? So see, that's what I'm saying. So we may have been at a disadvantage even with Turo. Okay. Always go with your instinct. Right, sexy mama. That's what I was thinking. I was like, now, wait a second. Now, another thing too, y'all, my daughter had been telling me about the storm that's coming there is Saturday, because we were supposed to leave Saturday. So then I was like, okay, little stuff started adding up like afterwards, the storm. Then I'm starting my new contract things on Monday. So I had told the car dealership or the rental place a certain time. Then I was like, well, wait a second, that wouldn't have worked because I would be doing my new contract and stuff at that time. So it was like little stuff. So to a long story short, because we're going to get into the topic, we just decided to do like a staycation kind of away from home and got a hotel. We're just going to do some new like traditions. Y'all, life is precious. Okay. My thing is, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, this extra special time, I'm thankful for my family. I miss my family, where I was going and so forth. They were a little disappointed. We were too. However, we told them we're just going to switch it to Christmas and go there for Christmas instead. And my family here, Noah's in the hospital. Everyone's healthy. I said, let's make the best of this thing. This is also a life lesson for our kids. They were crying yesterday because all of us have been looking forward to it. I'm going to be honest, for weeks. We knew that this was coming up. I say, well, y'all, this is also a life lesson that everything is not going to work out the way that you want it to work out every time. And so how do you keep going? How do you make the best of it? So we decided we're going to make the best of it, right? So we're going to do some new traditions this year. We doing a whole, hotel stay for some nights. We're going to go to a restaurant where they are serving Thanksgiving food because his family was not prepared for us to be here. So they really didn't have like anything big planned for Thanksgiving. And then we're just going to go visit. I may, stop and just take some things over there. And the highlight of today going to be my husband. He just wants to watch the football game. Okay. So the rest of us, we just got to figure it out. But we're going to take the kids some fun places tomorrow. and Saturday, and just make the best out of it. And so I told my husband that's a good thing that they get to see that in real time, that our feelings can get hurt, we can get disappointed, we can be upset, but look, it'll still work out. And that's what God did. He turned that thing around and it still worked out for us. So I'm happy. I'm happy that they're happy, and I have a peace. And so we're just going to make the best of it. Just do something nice. Just do something different. Okay. Now, speaking of something different, yesterday I did a video. We're going to get into it. I did a video, and I know y'all, we've been talking about, yes, right. It's good as long as you're with family, right? Now, y'all, I'm not gonna lie now. Now this may work to my benefit too, dog. I was telling D early. Y'all know I've been losing weight and stuff, watching eating certain stuff. And I said, well, God, you know I have a weakness for sweet potato pie and dressing and rolls. Lord, he probably was protecting me. Okay, so y'all with all these pictures with dressing and sweet potato pie and ham and stuff like that, I really don't want to see it today. I'm a little jealous because I had my mouth ready, child. I told my aunt, have my whole pie. I wanted a whole sweet potato pie to myself. Okay, I was going to ration it out. I was going to eat maybe a slice a day. Okay, but maybe it wasn't in the will of, for me. Maybe it just wasn't in the wheel. So I don't really want to see all those pictures today. Right, Brittany. Hey, Krisha, happy Thanksgiving. Krisha been going off, y'all. What is all of that going on? I said, y'all, Krisha was up late last night popping off, y'all. The people be going at it, and I be just as lost. I just be lost. Like, what is going on? She said, I made two for the house. I want it warm with some ice cream. Right. And I like mine cold. I like the cold sweet potato pie. So those of you who do sweet potato pie, if I ever come and y'all offer me some, I like mine cold. Okay. Now I'm a sweet potato pie queen as far as taste. Some of y'all's pies, I just don't like the texture of it. There's a certain texture that I like, but if you ever want me to, do a taste test, I'm open for it. Girl, I'm staying lost. Okay. I am staying lost. Okay, so as we all know, y'all, this is the first year that Romeca Meeks, her family is without her during the holiday season. And like we've been saying that this is going to be a trying time for them all, even with, Kenneka's family, because we're going to talk a little bit about her situation as well. Um, these families have to adjust, especially when certain deaths are public and there's conversations surrounding the cases, and content creators, breaking down things and so forth is very public. And my heart, goes out to them, especially with the first. Anytime it's the first after you lost someone, and a lot of you may have just lost someone this year. Maybe this is the first Thanksgiving that you're going through without your family. My heart and my prayers go out to you all as well that's going through that similar situation. My heart goes out to that family. And so yesterday, with that thought in mind, I was so excited that her mom did a sweet little short video. Hey, Janet, welcome. And so I wanted to share that. Some of you may have already seen it on the video from yesterday, but I wanted to start off and share that with you all.
So we'll be right back in a little while. In a little while. We'll be right back. We're going to enjoy ourselves for the holiday.
Oh my gosh, y'all. That little short moment, just to see her son and her mom together, it just really warmed my heart. She looks happy. I know it's hard, but y'all, God can cover us. We don't have to look like what we're going through. And I love the tenacity and the push that this family has through the heartbreak and the heartache. They're still pushing forward. And just to know that they have each other. I have a friend who lost his mom, and his grandmother is still alive. I think she's in her 90s at the time when his mom passed. Because me and him, we were close. He had lost his mom, and I lost my mom a year after that. And I noticed that when his mom passed away, he started clinging to his grandmother. And through the years, their relationship is almost like his mom, has gotten so tight. He takes his grandmother everywhere. She's involved. They have a whole organization that they started. She died of breast cancer, that they started in honor of his mother. And so I feel that this is important for both of them. Okay. When we have a loss, sometimes who we have after that matters. When I had lost my mom, my son was just born 4 days earlier. And I call it a good distraction because that feeling of losing a mom is so painful. um y'all, it was nothing but God that I made it through that. But at the same time, when I had my kids, it was a good distraction. It kept me going. It gave me something to live for, and things like that. And so I think for each other, this bond really really helps. Yes, kids are so funny. And I know that there's another side of his family. That's the hard part of this. And I think even Romeca's aunt had brought this up one time, that they love him as well. Sometimes, the people in our lives make decisions that we may not necessarily agree with. And this caused like a big fracture in his whole like family, and to see the smile on his face, it really brought joy to my heart because he's still able to smile. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Angel, welcome. Right, Brittany. Appreciate. She said she does look happy for the most part. It warmed my heart. Yes, exactly, exactly. Hey, Ebony Rose. Let's see. That was such a lovely moment, and I hope they have a really good day. Yes, me too. Me too. Okay. Yes, D is in the chat. She says she's cooking. Okay. A lot of y'all may be cooking uh and stuff. So I get it. So I'm glad that they're doing this. I know that they did not get a chance to go to Disneyland because I believe that was the plan, that Romeca, her son and mom, and I don't know who else they were going to take, because her mom stated this in the beginning, that they were going to go to Disneyland to celebrate um, her son and her mom's birthday. They were all supposed to take that trip. So I don't know, where they went, but at least now they felt up to traveling and just going to have a little fun, and it's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes people want to say, well, they want you to be around sad. No, you don't have to be around sad. You're going to still live your life. Life goes on. That does not discount or take away from the love that you had for a person, one of your loved ones. It doesn't. So don't allow people to make you feel guilty, like you have to stay in a point of depression, feel looking all sad and down and things like that during the holidays. No, they are still in your heart. They're still part of your love and all of that, and so I love this for them. I love this for them. So, special shout out and prayers go out to Romeca's family on this day, and that God will comfort your hearts, your tears, your pain, and that you'll make it through this day. She's forever with you all. She look like a whole vibe. Every video, y'all, that I've seen with her, she seemed like a whole vibe. And I started thinking to myself, I was like, man, I know we've been talking about this for what, over 2 months, almost, y'all. It's almost 3 months. And I think to myself, the more we see pictures, the more we see videos, I can't help but think to myself, like, man, I wish I would have met her. I had a chance to meet her because she seemed like a whole vibe. And so I don't know what's going to come of that situation with uh, the other side of his family and Carlos and so forth. But I do feel that his grandmother is a good place for him to bond and for her as well. I think they need each other through this time. I just feel that. Now, with that said, Carlos, this is his first holiday without Romeca. Okay. Now, I have so many mixed emotions and feelings about all of this. Y'all already know. Uh, Now, one thing that I think was her sister, it was on Gigi's panel that day, and they said that he would come to her family's house to eat. Okay. Child, he missing out too today. Okay. Cheryl said she would be totally broken if he takes the kids. She looks beautiful, but with a sadness. Right, Cheryl. They would try to say that Romeca had a weapon in her vehicle. I haven't heard about that, Gretchen. I'm behind on that part. Wow. Barbara said, that's right. People still call me to see if I'm still sad and crying over my husband, and he has been gone for a year now. Okay. Yeah. I mean, life is going to go on. That doesn't mean you're not sad. Okay. We carry around those pains. People don't realize that, but you don't have to show everything like that. Everyone grieves differently. Hey, Deanna, happy Thanksgiving to you, sis. Hi, Becca. Terry, welcome, you guys. Thank you for joining. Don't they know if Romeca had a weapon in her car, she would have came out of her vehicle with her weapon after they had been messing with her that morning? Now, that's a good point, Gretchen. That's a very good point. Thank you, Terry, because I don't think I said it yet. It's scrolling. But this live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Thank you, Terry, for that reminder. Yeah, because like I said, I got to get more information about that part. But yeah, I mean, my thing is this, okay? In the moment, because we want to go all around stuff. Like I said, y'all, to me, I don't see the relevance. If we're in a courtroom, because they're going to ask for relevance to certain things, okay? If she did have one, she was licensed to carry, just like the other one was licensed to carry, right? If she did have one, she would have had the right to have it in there, right? In the moment, though, did she have that on her? Okay, because why are we going in reverse? Where did this come from? I don't know where it came from. I hadn't heard that yet. And I think Kobe's TV, I have to go back and look at her replay because I came in towards, I think, the end of her video earlier. But I don't know where that came from. And I just don't know why. I don't know if it's not on that police report, why it would matter if that's true. You see what I'm saying? Like, she didn't have it on her in the brink of how, in the midst of all of that happening. So I don't know the relevance to why that would be a point. That's my point. I don't know. So I'll have to look into that part. Let's see. Grieving is a lifetime of pain and missing your loved ones. Right. Just go with the wave. Okay. If you have a moment today, go with it. Okay. Don't try to suppress it, because suppressing is not going to help, but just go with the wave of grief and let it out. And however you do that. Okay. And then just keep going. I had to learn that from a grief counselor that came into one of my lives. We did an interview with her one day, and that thing stuck with me. It stuck with me, and it helps me. If I feel like crying, if I miss my mom or something too much, child, cry. Okay. And then you move on. You've gotten that part out, because it's a lifetime you have with losing a person. Okay. So do that. But she said, I don't think she did it. Did not. You didn't hear that either. Okay. It came from Carlos's cousin, I'm hearing. Oh, okay. Well, you already know how I feel about that. Speaking of him, he for this holiday is missing out on that good food over to Mama Tina's house, celebrating, I'm pretty sure. But I guess since he can't go over there, he's been doing his own cooking. Okay. He has posted videos of him preparing stuffed salmon, okay, selling it. Okay, so I guess he oh Lord, he not only into the other business, but he into selling food, okay, and selling classes, I guess, workout classes. He's a hustler. Okay, he one of those he a multifaceted hustler. Okay, he does it all. Baby, you can get what you need. What you need. Like when you go to some of those little shops, they be like, "What you need? What you need?" Okay, like Hustle Man on Martin, child, you can go get some gym lessons. Some I don't know if he does just weight training lessons or whatever. You can get some food. You can get to know how to probably. I ain't gonna go there, but y'all know some of the other stuff we heard allegedly that he out here doing. Okay. It's Thanksgiving. I'm gonna keep it in the G vicinity. They trying to think of stuff because someone going to jail, right, child? Because where this come from? Happy Thanksgiving, Virginia. I heard Q started that last night about the gun in the car. I don't know. I hadn't heard that. This is my first time hearing it. But I mean, my thing is, what's relevance? We're still look at this point, y'all. The only thing we're trying to hear, okay, is either the truth of it all or what's taking place. The charging documents, is there a charging document available? Okay. Uh, is there a document stating that no one is being charged? Is that available? Is there a document for the grand jury? Is that available? Okay. So I think those are the main things a lot of people are waiting to hear about. Anything added in now, child, look, it just looks suspect to me. If it's not something that is really of relevance that will really seal the deal on this case, I think a lot of people are just starting to just throw stuff out there to see what's going to stick to the wall, like on The Color Purple. Okay, when Miss Celie was wait, which one was it? Not Celie, Suge. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Ebony Rose said, I'm trying to behave today. OP. Okay. Girl. Okay. But if anything, child, them pictures, I'm trying to behave today, but I know Cold Piece was putting that picture up. I was like, it's a little like too fruity for me. She was like, child, these men don't need to be wearing these man bags. So some of them, it just, okay. But yeah, I think some stuff, we're trying to do like Suge Avery and throw stuff at the wall to see what is going to stick. Okay. Like, why isn't any of that in the police reports, the narrative, on the autopsy? It's just given, let's just keep trying stuff, no new stuff. Okay. Unless it's something big to solve this case. No new little details that don't matter with nothing. Romeca lost her life. Okay. She feared for her life. It was 2 against 1, and one had a weapon. She is not here. We are trying to figure out, does Holly Queen have a valid self-defense claim or not? Will it be first degree murder, second degree murder? This is what the questions we need some answers to. Okay. At this point, almost 3 months in, this is what we want to hear about. Okay. Gretchen said, now see, y'all not going to let me be good today. Then they're going to be like, why she laughing? That ain't a funny situation. I'm laughing at y'all. It's y'all's fault. I'm trying to be nice. Then y'all start posting little comments and it gets me tickled. Gretchen said if he's selling food, I hope he is licensed from the health department. Now, Gretchen, you know that man don't have a license. Okay. And, baby, this is probably his friends, people he knows. He does not have the license to first. He can't get a license probably to cook, a license to carry, or nothing. Okay. You know, they keep coming out with every lie. Yes. Why are we putting out these? And look, let me just say this. Let's just say this. Let's say if it is some new info, let me just make this disclaimer. If there is some new info, child, attach some proof with it. We are beyond just throwing out. Now, unless we just sharing like our thoughts on something, our opinions on something, look, that's good. Okay. But if you are introducing evidence and things like that, we're going to pretend like this is a court of law. We're not throwing out anything else without some proof. Okay. We need to see some paperwork. We need to see something. We're sick of just hearing this happened, and ain't seen a lick of proof. Okay, so we want to see some proof. Okay, we the people, any other conspiracy theories, new evidence, stuff like that, child, give us some proof at this point. Because we're not doing this. Okay, it's disrespectful to the family. And it's another reason, y'all, that I say that is looking at, and some of the things I'm gonna highlight with Kenneka's case. Some of the people said that by people throwing out a lot of stuff that had no proof with it, it started messing with the real case of them getting to the true bottom of what happened, because people started trying to make sure this wasn't true. They're trying to make sure this not true. They're trying to make sure this not true. Now, sometimes though, questions are posed in the midst of looking at cases, but that doesn't mean it's a fact. But if we're going to put something out as a fact that this is true, then just attach some proof with it. That's what we're saying. You know, believe me, if that was true, it would have been told day one. Ain't no way that group would have kept that undercover. Right. That would have been the first thing they said. You know, that would have been a good add-in to make it look like even more so it was self-defense. We would have said that in the beginning. Oh my gosh, she had a weapon. That's why Holly Weed felt scared. She feared for her life. We would have said that at first. Okay, they didn't say that. So why are we coming up with it now? The way they were running their mouth, ain't no way they could have kept it to themselves. Right. Right, Shelly. Shelly said, not sure we're full of Thanksgiving. Okay, right, Aurora. I forgot who's responsible for that nickname over here, but hey, it stuck with us. Okay. Sexy Mama said, well, OB, I had to make some errands, but listening, we just had 2 National Guards that was shot by the White House yesterday. Really? You know what? I think I did hear something about that, but I don't know the details. See? I mean, it's all kind of stuff happening. Now I hope he washes his hands. Well, he better shut it down. Kitchen shouldn't be open to the public. Hey, Nina, happy Thanksgiving. Okay, Brittany, have a happy Thanksgiving to you, sis. Thank you for joining. Would that have been in the police report? I would have thought so. Right. I would have thought so. They both died? Really? Now that is crazy. Oh, it was on the news. So they were in critical condition, but Aurora is saying that they died. Wow. That is, I'm gonna have to look into that, y'all. That's crazy work. Y'all, it's so much going on right now. I mean, it's hard for me to keep up. We got the Candy and Todd divorce paper. That paperwork has come out. It's a lot of stuff taking place right now. It really is, trying to keep up with it all. So y'all make sure y'all tap into, like, when I do those videos and shorts and stuff, because I try to do some other stuff that is coming out besides, some of the main things that we talk about. But yes, y'all. So he's just trying to maintain his funds and things like that. But hopefully soon, we'll know something, y'all, about this case and where it's going. Okay, this is where we are now. We're just waiting to see if there's going to be a charging document, or if there's going to be a document given saying that they're not going to charge Halloween with any charges. Okay. As far as why it's taking so long at this point, being that they have the final autopsy, toxicology, Maybe they're still looking into witness statements. Maybe they're still looking into video footage. I'm not sure. But the family should possibly get their update first before they release that information to the public. Hopefully, there will be a public like press conference, like with the Kata Scott case. I can say that with that case, they were very good about coming to the public, keeping the public updated. Now, y'all, with that case though, it was still a lot of twists and turns. If y'all remember, it was still a lot of twists and turns with that case, even after they found her body and thinking that this is just the guy who did it. It was other people involved in that. Okay, so I was like, wait a second. This is a lot. Romeca had a weapon in them hands, and Holly had learned that about asking questions. Oh, yeah, asking, can she fight? Yep. They're in critical condition. It was right near where I go to the dentist. Oh, wow, Karen. That's crazy. Carlos got to do everything that he can do. He has to pay that lawyer. I thought about that too. He's trying to, keep those funds coming in, because, hey, you got lawyers and things like that, hey, okay. So we'll definitely be in the loop and, keep you all updated as things come out. I haven't heard of any like big updates yet pertaining to that. So it is still justice for Romeca. Every day is a good day for justice for Romeca in this case. Now, one of the things too, speaking of cases, y'all, between this Romeca's case and Kenneka's case, okay? Like I said, when Kenneka's case came out 8 years ago, I followed it at surface level. Okay, I always knew something did not sit well with me about that case. I did not know that on YouTube, content creators were breaking things down, finding out so much more information that had not been released to the public. Now, there are some things that are being stated that echo what I've been saying pertaining to Romeca's case, and it's scary. Okay, some of the things looking back to the content creators that were stated over in Kenneka's case, I'm hearing some things like that over with Romeca's case. Okay, what we don't want is a repeat of this, because now that things are resurfacing, now that the old wounds, okay, are coming out, y'all, there are some things that content creators will actually write about. Okay, they were actually right about it. There were big cover-ups, in my opinion, with her case, though. People were working together to cover up some things from the public. Kelly said when they got her car from September 8th, why wouldn't they came out then? Why now? Right. That's the part that's confusing. Why would they just now come out with that information? You see what I'm saying? And my thing is always check the source. Did that information come from the police? Oh, okay. So, I mean, now, if the police came out with that information and they said, well, here's an update in this case that's pertinent to this information, then, hey, I'll be like, okay, here goes some new. But you got to check the source of who putting out stuff and all of that. Like, come on now. Okay. That part, I question. Okay, so show us some proof and how this is pertinent to information to this case. And then, hey, we'll go from there. But as of right now, I'm like, child. So with that, recently, Kenneka's mom, okay, now y'all, oh my goodness. Ooh, y'all, this thing is getting nasty. Okay. I was like, no, wait a second. This is 8 years later. But y'all, things are getting nasty, okay? Her mother came out after winning a settlement, okay? They had first, the settlement was like for $50 million. They settled it for $10 million. First of all, that's a huge gap, okay? That's a huge gap. Hey Lou, she said they have found out that Teresa's not Kenneka's biological mother. Ooh, see, I don't know. I've seen that on some of the videos too. Wow, they look alike though, in my opinion, a little. And she came out and she said that they had pretty much for the settlement, she had signed paperwork like a gag order almost, not to talk about certain things pertaining to this case. Now, y'all, that's a low ball. They were wrong for that. For what happened to that young lady, and then here we go. The y'all wanted 50 million, but selling for 40 million less. No, you better at least meet me halfway. At least, okay, baby. I wouldn't have walked out of there with anything less than $25 million. But that whole situation itself is questionable because a lot of people question why would she even agree to that, agree to not talking about it, especially when you know the truth. Okay, when you know the truth of a matter and you know that people have been on the front line, people have been talking about a situation, trying to figure out what has happened. Why would you choose silence? Okay, don't you think that you owe it to those people, and people had lost their lives? Don't you feel like you owe it to those people to tell them the truth? Okay, to tell them the truth. And so even today, y'all, after I've been watching some of these videos from content creators that were doing videos on Kenneka, because I wanted to kind of go back and see what the people have been watching over these 8 years. Child, we were downstairs. My kids have to go to the bathroom. Y'all, I was looking around. I was like, nah, y'all ain't going by yourself. So I'm standing there waiting and all this, but I'm just looking up and down the halls and I'm picturing, like, y'all, that scene of what was happening. And I'm like, man, y'all, it's just, it just still to this day, it can haunt people. I've seen comments where people had gotten so invested in that case till they woke up every day looking to see what updates. They would go to bed with that, wake up and said that they got so invested and had gotten so dark so they had to step back. Okay. And then now 8 years later, wounds are being opened up again. The Band-Aid has been taken off. And so now it's getting messy. Like, people are starting to speak up. People are starting to share things. I know Jedediah Brown, he's one of the activists that was there, boots on the ground, him and his crew, and people were out there protesting, y'all. They have raw footage that he kind of released some of it last night of surrounding the things that were, the political, side of some stuff that was taking place when the protest was being called off. Okay. All of that different stuff. Like, y'all, it was stuff happening behind the scenes. And like we said with Romeca's case, y'all, it's deeper than what we think. With that case, y'all, they said the same thing. This lady called Zach TV, and we're going to look at some of that video. She said this thing is deeper than you think. Okay, it's not just a at face value type of thing. Also, where it takes place. Now, you have CPD, okay, with Romeca's case. Then, thank y'all for schooling me. I think Barbara have Rosemont PD with Kenneka's case. Now, one thing that they do share is state attorney general's office, medical examiners. Okay, like, think about that thing. Lou said, okay, I read that comment. I was looking at another young lady who had become a rapper from Cleveland, Ohio, that was unalived because of all the followers she had in a very short time. They unalived her. But her friend who was with the female, they left him alive. Wow. So y'all are saying that's the aunt. See, I don't know. And she was set up by a man who was already in prison. Crime TV was playing it this morning. So I'm feeling like her case is about to come back up. Yep, it is. It is. Who lost their lives? Oh, some content creators. Now, with Zach TV, it's a mixture. It could be either gang related or because of the Kenneka Jenkins case, which I'm going to play some of that video today where he had a warning. He had several warnings to back off from this case because he was getting close to solving it. And they said another content creator, I don't know who the other one was, lost her life. It was a woman that was getting close to finding out what had really happened. He better watch what he releases. So they had a lot of that going on. And so during that time, y'all, a lot of people were talking about the friends could have possibly been involved. One thing that I questioned, because I was looking at a video this morning, one thing that I questioned though, remember the part where they said that they were leaving and they had to go back to the room to get the keys? Okay, one red flag with that has always stood out to me was this. So you mean to tell me first why Kenneka didn't go back and get her own keys? Okay. And she didn't go back. How come it took three of y'all to go back and get her keys and purse? And y'all left her out there by herself. How convenient. Okay. That was just, hey, that's something that has always stood out to me. That was so convenient during that time. No, one of y'all just need to go back and get the keys and purse. Okay. We came together, we leaving together. And then y'all can't find her. Y'all get in the vehicle, her mom's car, go to the mom's house to pick her up and bring her back up to the hotel. I mean, does that just sound? It just never sounded normal to me. That didn't make sense. That whole little part right there. But anyways, let's see how he really lost his life. Oh, yeah. But I think because he had gotten that warning, people were trying to associate the warnings with him losing his life. Yeah, but he did a lot of interviews with different gang members and so forth, and they actually had footage of who did it. You know what I'm saying? But they never prosecuted that person, y'all. They never prosecuted them, even with the video evidence. Now that's suspicious and red flag to me, also. Okay. Now, after all of this and it started getting shut down, the protests and things got shut down. Things kind of went quiet, but people were receiving death threats. These friends were receiving death threats to their families and all of that. Okay. And so one thing that came out last night, go ahead and put on something. One thing that came out was one of the friends, Irene, that was receiving a death threat. Okay. Well, after the mom came out, I guess people had started inboxing her and even some of the other friends apologizing. Okay, they were apologizing to the friends. Let's see. And the video was his friends telling the story. Oh, okay, got you. Why didn't that group tell that there was 2 ambulances that came for Romeca? I don't know, Gretchen. And so I wanted to show y'all Irene's response. Now, Irene was the one that had on the glasses, okay? It's her birthday. I believe it was her birthday. And she had that live and she had on those glasses. So this was one of her responses. She said, and I get y'all want to apologize to me, but y'all really can keep that 100%. I don't need y'all apologize. Sorry. None of that. Stand on everything. Y'all had 8 long years to say sorry. Please stop inboxing me now. I don't respond to y'all because I'm trying to be nice about it. But keep on is going to get disrespectful. Nobody know the pain I had to endure. Okay, so she's pretty much saying keep y'all apologies. She doesn't care if y'all trying to believe her now. She doesn't care. Y'all had 8 years to apologize, so it means nothing to her right now. And she said if people keep on, she's gonna get real disrespectful. Romeca paperwork says one thing in the ambulance. She went to the hospital and had a different number. Oh wow, that's some weird stuff right there. Hey Angela, happy Thanksgiving. Okay. So yes. Okay, she didn't care for the apologies. Let's see. Did one of them bullets hit someone else and they're keeping their mouth closed about it? I don't know, Gretchen. I don't know. Because remember, we don't know where that other bullet went. We don't know. So I don't know. I'm not sure where that info came from out of the blue either. All right, so let's take a listen, y'all, because Teresa Martin came out of nowhere with this live the other day.
The death of my baby. Sitting in spaces like,
And I was on live, and I think who was it? 71 Suburban Girl came in here, and she said, "Did you hear Teresa's live?" So I was like, "What live?" Child, I had missed it because I was on live myself. Now, y'all, over the course of these years, I truly feel like this lady's conscience is eating her up. She's trying to now get this information out. Okay. I truly feel like she's trying to get this information out because it's eating her up. And some of the other people that know what's going on, they're not going to be able to stay quiet. Okay. Like I told y'all, justice is not always the same day, it's not always the same week, it's not always the same year. It's a matter of time that was done in the dark will come out into the light. Okay. Now, let me go ahead and I'm going to play some of this video of when she went live the other day.
it's in my, I come out with a smile, but in my body and my mind. Ever since I was sitting in that room, they made us. They made me. After hours and hours and hours away, they made me. And this ain't no sympathy plea. Y'all asked me to speak. See, I was quiet because God said one time, at one time then. At one time. This ain't my timing, this God's timing. This ain't for y'all to believe me. Those who have ears, y'all hear me. Y'all ain't got to hear me. Listen to God. Ask God. I pray for each one of y'all that's making a mockery out this. And as I look through all y'all pages, you know what? I was showing y'all that I know how to be ignorant. I've been knowing how to be ignorant since the start of it. I'm the biggest jokester. Excuse my French if I'm offended somebody. Because God didn't tell us to be special or perfect. But y'all did. Let me tell y'all something. See, a jokester love to make jokes. A jokester make jokes on themselves. So what y'all say? When you're a child of God, baby, this armor that I wear, I've been wearing it since birth. It's crazy. I dreamed of this dream.
I feel like she not just a jokester, she petty too. Okay. Some of those posts on her page, baby, some people try to hide up under God, but y'all, he not involved in some of that stuff. Okay.
My life right now today, what I'm going through. That this battle was going when I was 8 years old, and check this out, like everybody said, it's been 8 years. It took me to now to understand my dream when I was 8 years old. Oh, that battle was so strong. And I got so low when I was quiet, y'all. I was down. That was my dream. I was real low. I was ready to give up. And then I remembered in my dream to call on Jesus. Oh, hallelujah. Oh. So I'm calling on Jesus, not man. Oh, because when I called on man before, what man did to me, y'all forsake me. Y'all talked about me. Y'all mistreated me. Y'all did me similar to what they call Jesus. And thank God that y'all did that. Because I used to question about myself. I looked in the mirror for 51 years and I never saw who God created me to be. Hallelujah. But let me tell y'all something today. Y'all say something wrong with me. It is. I'm stayed up on Jesus. I'm crazy about the Lord. For God I live and for God I die. And if they ready to take me to court, they say if I put both of them together, I heard them, I see them. If God show me a little, what makes y'all think he won't show me a lot? I'm going to pray for y'all that send them y'all words. Because I'm calling it. I told y'all once, the rapture is coming. I wish y'all understand this. But those who have ears, y'all don't have to understand because I ain't God. All praises we get to the Most High. I'm asking y'all. Y'all ain't even got to keep on saying it. Because I thank God for every time y'all said something bad. Guess what? I used that and I ate it. Y'all know why I ate? Because that was my strength. God renewed in me a new heart. Things that used to matter. See, when it first happened, y'all cut me off guard. Now I got my armor, and God fixed my armor. So I'm ready. And y'all know y'all listening, and y'all hear me. I'm ready. Come on, bring it, bitch.
Ooh, y'all. I want to know who she talking to. And when we include the big word up in there with the prayer. Hey, Malika, happy Thanksgiving. That is Kenneka Jenkins, mother, as we've known her. But y'all, allegedly, some people were saying that she's the aunt. Okay, now I don't know. I haven't seen any proof of that. I haven't, gone back and seen that video or anything. But this is the mom. She just did this live, I believe, 2 days ago, out of nowhere. Y'all know she had already done the post saying that, what had happened, that she gave them. I don't know who them and they are. Okay, Kenneka already. Okay, she settled for $10 million out of a $50 million lawsuit. She received probably, I think, about 3.5 million of it. Then some was divvied between the siblings, and I've heard that that's only on her mom's side, not the siblings on the dad's side. Okay, and lawyer fees, funeral costs, etc. So she had came out pretty much saying that they forced them into a room and pretty much told them not to talk about certain things pertaining to this case. So it's like an NDA type of gag order that she had, for the past few years. Well, now she's ready to talk. So she's saying that they may be taking her back to court in violation of whatever document they had. Okay. Pertaining to this. I hope she can find herself and kind of keep her mouth shut about that case if she's not ready to tell it all while she's talking. Then people will take her out. Right. See, that's my thing. Why play with it? If you say that you're going to come out and tell it all, what has she shared? Okay. Because you were playing games with your life, in my opinion. SG said, I think this is a scheme that Todd set up to come to us with a BS. Because they're saying that she got the money to keep her mouth shut from now on. Right. So she's broke now and she's mad about it. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, she probably does not have that money right now and pretty much, coming back out. And y'all also, now this is, hey, like they say, word on the street. But and this is just me in comments as well. Sometimes I'm just reading the comments, but someone stated that they feel that because Romeca's name is out here in her case, that Kenneka's mom / aunt, whoever y'all say she is trying to jump on that trending little line right now with the name thing and get Kenneka's name back out there in case, because Romeca's name, and they're both Chicago, okay, out there. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to say something without just saying it. Okay, so read between the lines. It's a benefit to that. And it could benefit multiple people. Okay, to get back into an algorithm. Because my thing is, we were seeing Romeca Meeks, her case over and over and over in the algorithm. Now, when you log onto YouTube, a lot of videos are popping back up, even from years ago. Okay, 8 years ago. Her name is back into the algorithm. Okay, as she said, I thought that too. I'm never going to Chicago. Okay. Just peep some stuff without, me having to go in deep on some stuff. But just pay attention.
Renting a car for your next family road trip on the Turo app means extra fun.
I want to make this public announcement. If they plan to take me back to court, I do not. The attorneys that I represented me in the past, I do not give them the permission to no longer represent me. I, Teresa Martin, do not give the attorneys in the past, from the past, to represent me for the future case. So let that be said. If there's any attorneys out there that's not afraid, that's not going to tell me that they care and trick me to tell me that you found out information about my child just to trick me and my daughter on my daughter's birthday in the room. It's out there. You said, is it? Is it? Goddamn it. I'm telling it all now. Goddamn it. Now, come on now. I'm telling you, so when y'all try to plot to kill me or whatever, y'all, it's already out here. Kenneka taught me about live, y'all. That's why I'm not too good. And it's a couple of people, young people, that have helped me with my phone that I didn't even know how to work it. It ain't that I'm slow, because I never fucking dealt with this internet shit until the death of my baby. That's why. And no, I take that back. I started when I caught cancer and I was trying to help somebody. Because in our communities, people don't know how to help each other. We think if we get ill or sick of something going on, we losing weight or something, knowing that we ain't got no disease. And even if we do have HIV or STDs that we can't get rid of, it's okay. But check this out. It ain't happened by accident. I thank God for today, because this happened just for today. And you know, see, the devil meant for me. I was angry when I got up on here. I was gonna tell him about it, but I turned that around, y'all. But I'm serious about it. I don't want the people representing me. So y'all know my addresses, the P.O. boxes. Y'all know my address. You know, send it to the P.O. box. I'm make sure them people in the P.O. box, they're my peoples over there. They're gonna make sure I get the ones that's in there now. I love y'all. Thank y'all too. But I'm telling y'all, no matter which way life go, see this right here. I used to want to say something. I promise y'all. And everybody that know me, this from my heart. See, I can't keep letting the devil do it. But I thank God for it, because y'all got to thank God for the fire, y'all. Because the fire. Oh, thank God for the anger. See, our problem is, ladies, y'all have some good men. Sometimes us women, we push these men out here to do or cheat. We say, we've been doing all this. We've been doing all this. Keeping it real, a man. And y'all men, women, we all think alike. We all.
Speaking of men, okay. Oh, y'all. Now, I had seen, like I said, going back to some of the videos where people were saying that she had a boyfriend at the time when Kenneka was alive that was kind of attracted to Kenneka, and that she was, allegedly jealous. Now, I'm not sure of how true that is, but going back to, let me pull this up right quick from yesterday, because I want to read it word for word the way I saw it yesterday. I can find it, man. Let's see. Now, going back yesterday to Jedediah Brown, his Facebook, there was something that he said, but I can't find the other post that I was looking for. But one thing that he said yesterday was, y'all not getting it. She lied. I testify. I've carried these weights for 8 years through shaming and abuse. It's not about Kenneka for me, because that justice was bargained by a grieving mother who became a greedy one. I was a soldier in her army. She was the general. So this isn't on my top. This is about all those who were played and suffered due to her lies and manipulation. Mind you, some never healed or recovered. My responses are 100% about the experience, and I've never shared. If it brings clarity in the process of the case, then great. However, he said, this is my page, and I can talk about how I've been impacted in what I've seen and heard, plus how in hindsight, my sight has cleared up. She was jealous of another Chicago mother's moment and tried to regain traction on our necks again. F her. Over 1K apology messages read so far, hundreds of thousands I'll never get. It wasn't y'all going through this for 8 years, so don't tell me how to handle it now. But it was another one where he kind of spoke on the boyfriend. Okay. And I was like, wait, what? Because I hadn't heard that, or really knew the details. But behind closed doors, I guess it was some stuff that he had found out, because he had met the guy as well. So, hey, I'm just saying, clock it. Okay. And now she's on here talking about it. And I think someone said, even if you go back to her post before she came out and said she wanted to start speaking out, that she was going through some things with a boyfriend on her page and she had been posting. Hey, Brandy, welcome. Thank you for joining. Happy Thanksgiving. She said, so dealing with that case, we'll have to be careful. I won't be one of them that's trying to bring her daughter's name out too boldly at this time. Only Romeca's name. Right. Okay. Right, Lou. Let's see. And same to you, Brandy. Mr. Brown might not need to be talking about it too much either. Uh-oh. Okay, Brandy. I think she's trying. Okay, clock it, SG. Hey, Amy, I wonder if the lawyers Teresa had were assigned to her and they played for both sides. That's what I'm curious to know, too. Now, that is a good point. Okay. Where did she find those lawyers from? Yes, I've seen that name, Barbara. Yes. Oh, my gosh. I'm curious to know that part, too.
Want the same thing, peace. But our pride, that's why God is telling us to humble ourselves. We so busy trying not to tell this, oh, we gonna show them we could outstand and stay this mad, y'all. God telling us to humble ourselves. If y'all know y'all want that person and y'all love that person, see, all y'all woke just like this because God needs this message to be delivered. But also, I need to deliver. God knows, because see, it ain't about me, but we give all praise. God told me to deliver that message to who men concerned. Y'all get what I'm saying? Because I ain't into it with nobody. I want the world to know that. I know if I to the ones that's looked it up, to that we learn lessons. Life is a lesson about how God feel about being a fool. I was using the word fool. And also we learned about when we killing ourselves, because there was some of y'all thought y'all get so low. You know, it was also a vessel that shared this in light with me during my low times, and I couldn't understand it. But the words that he shared with me, enlightened with me, he said, right before God bless you, he'll take you down to your lowest of your low. See, at my time, I was the lowest. I didn't have nothing. When I were in the house, I had big rats used to run. I used to have to put a blanket over my head, right? But guess what? I still wasn't going to settle so I could see it, because see what I used to, God saw it. So I don't care what man say. So what y'all say about me, y'all don't know what until y'all know. Y'all don't understand. My son is in jail now because he lost his fucking mind.
Now, y'all, it's one thing, too, if you think about it, what she's saying, how, okay, right, SG, I was wondering that, too, about her not having a lot, okay? A lot of times, if you come from that type of background and you get, like, a load of money like that, millions of dollars, some people are not prepared for that. So what do? You get it, you go shopping, you start spending, doing this, doing that, doing this, not really investing. And then, I mean, that money, like people may think that's a whole lot of money. If you're not doing it, using it the right way, it can go quickly. Okay, it's only been a couple of years. That money could actually be gone. Now, we don't have any proof for, her bank accounts or anything like that. But that's what, some people are speculating, that now that the money is gone, she's trying to get traction back on this case and the attention back on Kenneka's case to, get the money, like benefits, okay, the help that comes with that too, okay. Let's see, those lawyers could have been sent to her just to get the money back from her. Oh, she's not watching herself too closely because they got a big chunk, y'all. The lawyers got almost what she got. Now, how your lawyers get that much money? I just didn't understand that. Seemed like, baby, you should have had a whole 5. Okay, out of a 10, and then, y'all split up that other. Because, baby, they got a big chunk of that money. They got a 3-something million, too. Okay? That is a big cut. A big cut. It's gone. SG said, child, it's gone. She should have moved away from where she was. Okay. She clearly doesn't sound mentally stable. She's all over the place. Right. Yep. And the taxes, right, on that money. That means you walk away with less. That's a good point.
Because of y'all crucify him. Now he in jail. I ain't heard from him. And I don't know, he in the Cook County jail. I ain't heard from him in like 4 days. That's why I'm up. I can't sleep. But it took all that for it to come up out of me. Just because I tried to speak my peace. Y'all confusing as hell. 1 minute y'all tell me, but I thank God for y'all confused. I'm sorry, I probably said it, man, but I release any anger. I truly forgive y'all. I truly, from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my soul. And when I go to court next time, when God, if it's God's will, your will be done. It ain't gonna be me, y'all. Because I asked God, and I read somebody that said she possessed by the devil. I called the Holy Ghost because it said to possess. You don't look, it ain't what they saying. And I prayed, and ever since I asked God to possess my body, from the crowns of my head to the soles of my feet, I ain't been able to sleep. You got to be careful what you ask for. But then when you ask for it, you got to lean out on your own understanding. Whether it be good, bad, happy, or sad. All my life, I had a cell phone. Since the cell phones came out, not all. And I'm, we got to put a little extra on there. But, everybody have a little stun. Whether you got money, my brother told me, rest his soul, Johnny Martin. He told me, he said, it don't matter. He said, bitch, let me tell you something. See, he the first one, I used to think he was so mean because he used to always hit his word, used to be, you a ghetto superstar, bitch. So, being a superstar, and I ain't trying to toot my horn, but I'm introducing y'all to who I am. And he was a powerful man, 26 years old. At the time in the hood, 26 limousines. Y'all get what I'm saying? Not to be boastful. So materialistic, even back then. I was, in my early years working in the shop, driving kids around, 23 kids in the Lexus, LX 400. Materialistic stuff that never mattered to me. So y'all talking about money. Actually, I looked it up and I bypassed the time limit where I could go back and try to make. I didn't bypass it like that, y'all. Let me stop it now. I'm flogging again. I sent out letters. Even I saw, to my real people of my color, the males of my color, I had the utmost respect for. I reached out to them. I did it secretly, but it was meant because I used to look at them highly. Oh, but it wasn't made by man's hands. It was God took me through all the man's hands so he could know it was by him. It wasn't nobody but God. Just like when I found out and I ran out that hotel, I put that video up. Y'all already knew Kenneka was dead to show y'all my reaction because y'all said this. But see, that's how I was losing my soul. I'm studying losing my soul, trying to prove it. So, but then I'm using these moments right here in between. If y'all see, I put a little dip here, even about menopause. I used to be so scared to go through menopause. But guess what, y'all? Going through menopause, I promise y'all, I'm keeping the 100% funky. Y'all to call me a hoe. Y'all to said this, so I'm keeping 100% funky. If I'm wrong, forgive me. This ain't for 18 and over. I'm younger. You ain't. This ain't for y'all ears, baby, because it's beginning of what God's got for me in store. Going through menopause, I used to hear people's stories and see them. There used to be a lady working with me, start with F. Y'all know what I'm saying. The people working with me. I love y'all. First of all, I missed y'all. I missed the bad times. I missed the good times. And everybody know me. I bet y'all sitting back saying now. I know y'all finna laugh because y'all know this is the time we get up for work, y'all. Y'all know. Y'all say, that's that damn Teresa. She'll give you her soul if she can. Aaron, Errol, I even go overtime. I got in trouble for going overtime at the hospitals for strangers. And I let kids in my house, girls, because I knew, even when they was young, the ones that was in the hood, half of their mamas they was going to work. My mama was a single mama. And I didn't understand how God...
But you know what? With people like this, y'all, if you let them talk and really listen, certain stuff does eventually come out. Because it's like they can't hide it like for too long. Eventually, you pay attention to certain details, the truth comes out, and all around it. You can go around and around, merry-go-round, roller coaster, whatever you call it, the way she's going about this. Little things slip out. Just pay attention. Little stuff, it slips out. Was she a lady off the streets but was just using the hotel room? Well, Gretchen, allegedly, someone said she was one of those madams. I don't know how true that is. But allegedly, some people say that she had a setup kind of like that. Right, SG, it does. Let's see. Hi, Althea. She said, I don't usually comment, but no amount of money could make me not seek the truth about my child. I can't find it in my heart to feel sorry for her. Too little, too late. Okay, clock that. Right, y'all. Like, my thing is this. What's the whole point? What was the whole point? Okay, I thought the point of the matter, the main thing was to get justice for Kenneka and to find out what really happened to her, right? So in settling for something like this and against those people, okay, the hotel, the people with the freezer, okay, there was a camera. Oh, we still have yet to see the camera footage from over the freezer. Okay, where is that? So what's the whole point? I thought that was the main thing, to get justice for Kenneka and to see what happened, right? Now, why would you want to settle for something that goes against what the main thing is? Hello? What were people fighting for? What were people talking for? It was to get to the bottom of what happened. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I could be wrong, but I thought everyone wanted to know what happened. And everyone wanted those people to have a consequence, because no one, y'all, has gone to jail for Kenneka's death. Similar to no one has gone to jail for Romeca's death. Okay? It's at a standstill. To me, that case, at least, this is what they put, was accidental. I still don't know how you could finalize that and say it was accidental when her whole body had bruises, shoe off. You could look at the state of her body and see it wasn't an accident. How would someone just go into a freezer and do that to themselves? Okay. Did we ever question? Yes, alcohol was in her system, but did you question how the medicine got into her system? How did she go from one state of walking into a hotel to a state and a level of impairment later on to where she couldn't even stand up and know where she was going? See, those are the main things. All this other stuff, it did just overcloud what we were trying to get to. What really happened to her? I thought that was the main point. So then if you go into a room with some of the critical players there, the hotel, the camera footage people, the security, the freezer, what was the whole point of taking money and saying, I'm not going to talk about it? As she put it, they forced me to say certain things, or that we would say certain things and say, don't talk about certain parts. What's the point? What was the point in all of this? What was the point in people going to protest? What was the point of people coming on here trying to get to the bottom of what happened to your daughter? Not theirs. Some of them received death threats. People on lives trying to figure out this, trying to look. People still doing that. I was looking at a content creator. He's been around the whole time, all 8 years. He's going live now. Not now, like while I'm live, but now, yesterday. Even trying to still see what was on the camera footage. You don't want the same stuff? And 3 points. So you mean to tell me it wasn't even for 10 million? You sold her out for I think it was either $5 or $7 million. You sold out the truth for that amount of money, which is, in hindsight to how high everything is right now, is nothing. That money can be gone in a month. Okay, it can. If you really want to spend it good, child, go buy a house, car, pay off some bills, child. You be left probably with $500,000. Okay, and if you want a really nice house, okay, it's nothing. Now what? Now you're saying you may be back in court. All of it for what though? That's what we're trying to figure out. Okay, yes, that was a situation that we ourselves were not put in, but it's hard for us to understand what was the whole point of it if you were just going to settle for being quiet. There's a lot of single mothers, and they do a damn good job raising their kids right. And why she talking now, what she want us to do, That's what I'm trying to figure out, SG. I don't know. Hi, Miss Elaine, welcome. Okay, the bathroom video. I never seen that one out there. It's a lot of stuff out there I haven't seen yet. She probably trying to keep getting paid for her daughter's death after all them years. Okay, but Romeca's name has gotten all over the United States, and this is what this woman is looking for. She wants the internet to put her daughter's name out there again after 8 years. And to be honest, when this happened 8 years ago, Kenneka's name was all over the place too. All money ain't good money, right? Exactly. She was sold to the hotel by Jet for four. What is that, Anissa?
Prepare the table, y'all. See, I used to have to watch help my mama because she was a single mom. That little bit lady that roared like a lion. That's why I like you, Stephanie Mills. Shout out to you. No disrespect. With all praises. A whole lot of y'all do. But that Stephanie Mills, that's what I call her. She roared like a lion. But anyway, y'all, this how I be. Everybody that know me, see, y'all getting to know me. The people that know me know this how I be. Blah, I remember every damn thing, but I be every damn where. But anyway, y'all say I'm going crazy. No, I ain't. God has possessed me. If that's what y'all want to say, possess. But then I don't know. Or whatever it is, baby, it's just me identifying. It took me 51 years, y'all. I want y'all to start today. Please, stop what y'all doing. Look in the mirror. I remember Michael Jackson, his Man in the Mirror. I really understand that song. It took me to be 51 years, even with the shape I got. I tell the world, I told y'all this, y'all have seen this. I never knew I had a shape like that. I used to look at my mama, because my mama got a big old ass, y'all. I said, Mama, why God ain't blessed me with no booty like this? But let me tell you something. It took the cancer for me to see, because you get so comfortable. It's that even with our health, y'all see me sitting on that ball, baby. That's how I keep that shape. Besides, after the doctors, God sent this helpers. And all the doctors that touch my body, when I walked out your office, it was God telling me to go. Because y'all, I got mad at y'all when y'all said no. Because that was the door, that was y'all door closing. And I thank God for when y'all had that door open, y'all love. And Dr. Marcus, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, I ain't saying him, but I'm saying it right. You know him. You get the point. Y'all did an amazing job. Dr. Calander and your team, I don't know all y'all name shit. Everybody, I ain't never been too perfect. Y'all got to excuse me, but I wish. And doctors, I apologize, but I don't apologize. I can explain. Every time y'all came in that room, after every surgery, even after that 19-hour surgery, even when my blood, I had a blood clog in my lung and my heart, and y'all say, how you feeling? And when I woke up, and I ain't understand why all y'all was standing around me and looking. After that 19-hour surgery, when I went there on Valentine's Day, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all say, how you feeling? And I said, I'm blessed to have the favor. Some of y'all doctors got mad at me. Because y'all asked me how I was feeling. But then I started,
Right,
I'm
Freddie.
blessed to have the favor. Then I remember, y'all, man, y'all want me. And y'all said, no, we're asking you how you feeling. See, when you're blessed to have the favor, I made it through that. So I knew it was something that God needed me to do. And guess what? If I don't live to see the next day, y'all do whatever y'all want for me, because I read in the Bible, baby. And my daddy told me, we got to be willing to die for. I understand why kings mention. I used to say, everything I question them. Why do...
Now, this is the statement for those of you who did not know. I don't know, Missy Lane, what that had to do with anything, especially if you bought it, child. It has nothing to do. Okay. But this statement here is the statement that she came out with after, I'm not going to even say 8 years. Okay. Because I showed y'all the other day on the live that she even did a post in 2020. Okay. Pertaining to Kenneka, something similar to this. So throughout the years, she's periodically been saying little stuff that, I can't really speak on what really happened and stuff like this. But to this degree, we hadn't seen. Okay. So one thing on here that just threw me for a loop was when she said there was a back door. See, she's adding in a whole new scenario. Okay, because I had over the course of all these years, I haven't. I'll speak for myself, heard of anything about her going through a back door. Okay. She said she never heard which back door that she got out of and where and how. Okay. And she said that the media had not been told these things. She was saying that during this time she was going through her cancer battle, and that they forced them in a room for hours and they didn't let them go until they said what they wanted them to say. They made them accept what they wanted to give them. Okay, whoever was in that room with her. Okay. So we don't even know though what they told her to say. I mean, what was it? What was the truth that they wanted you to give? Because to be honest, it wasn't accidental. Nothing has been updated. Have y'all seen anything updated? I mean, y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Was any paperwork updated to show a different story? Because I don't recall seeing that. And I could be wrong. Maybe I missed it. But what has been updated? It still said accidental death. We have alcohol poisoning, same thing with Shanquella. We have this medicine that helps with migraines and epilepsy in her system. Okay. And when the two are mixed, it's not a good mix. Okay. It can make you feel like you're lose off balance, you're out of it, and so forth. So, I mean, what else? What else did they give you? Even if they gave that out of a back door and all of this, where's the new paperwork? The new police report? Who investigated that? So these are questions that now this adds. Okay, what was the narrative that they gave you allegedly? I think whoever had her sign that NDA knew she would violate it eventually. They set her up. She was fascinated by the price tag in front of her at the time. Then people think years ahead. Okay, Amy, that's a good point. Okay, I think Missy Lane, clock it. Okay. What are you asking him? Look, we already trying to figure out with Romeca. You definitely don't know with her.
Why did they go out there if they knew that this was their time? And y'all family members, I know y'all heard them. Y'all people them say from history, they knew. They knew. Best friend, you know, the other day you ain't never seen me do the way that I did. So I love you. You know what I'm talking about. I love y'all. Y'all let that humble yourself. Me too. I just showed y'all. I was proving to man I was losing my soul every time I responded back negative, talking about big backs and shit. But some of y'all bitches did have a big back. I mean, you know bitches, because I be a bitch too. I be acting like my dog. Y'all start little dog. Watch it. Hold on, let me call him. Nyla. Watch it. Come here. She a little bitch. Watch. I'm finna. She be the one arguing, guys. She be arguing. Just be wild, but be quiet now. Oh, now look, she always showing that. That's how we be. When there's motherfuckers around, we be quiet than the motherfuckers. See, we bitches. And y'all, when y'all get, did to having intimacy, and that man call you a B. Excuse me, I'm not trying to disrespect y'all him, but guess what? God knows, because I talk to God like this. And he still love me. I be like, God, that's all of, Lord, how deep you made this. Lord, I get out. What? It's waterfall like what? And you still love me? Thank you, Heavenly Father. I thank you so much. When you said you got unconditional love, I felt that. So as long as I don't need, as long as I got King Jesus, long as I got King Jesus, I don't need nobody else. Y'all hear me? And I'm not saying that boastfully. I'm saying that we're giving all the honors to my daddy. Because can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody hold me like Jesus. Can't nobody. See, he's our friend, y'all. He our friend. Y'all see when ain't nobody here. See, I see it's a whole lot of me's up. For y'all, the man thing, see, I fucked y'all man with this one today. Y'all said she up so early. Well, obviously, bitch, you ain't been to sleep either. Your ass up too. I get more motherfucking response in the morning time than I do night. Thank y'all, because that bitch show rising. Now keep on looking. Keep on getting on my page. Y'all keep on making them fake pages. And let me bring this out, y'all. Y'all know us black people need to get ourselves together. We need to stop killing one another. Get this shit right here. And it's a proven fact. My mama used to say this years ago, and I didn't believe it. These people got us so fucking programmed. We ain't killing each other like how they saying they doing. Some of these motherfuckers is killing us.
Now, one thing also that came out allegedly from Jedediah. Now, I don't know, like I said, this is all alleged, was that she knew that at the time the friends didn't do that. And she held on to that truth and let content creators, continue to go with that narrative. A lot of stuff she knew of, y'all stop. A lot of stuff that she knew of, but didn't fix it, correct it. To me, that's wrong. If you know for a fact that something's not true, don't let people run with the narrative that's not true, because folks' lives were at stake. People were trying to fight them, get street justice on them, and all of that. Okay. Yeah, messing with your own mind. Let's see, the bathroom video was the people at the party arguing with Kenneka, the girls jumping on her. Then they harassed that one girl. She needs help. Oh, really? Now, was that inside of the bedroom? Not the bedroom, the hotel room, Althea? Include you, Miss Martin, right? You're welcome, Nicole. I noticed some of y'all cooking. I say, well, they just listen. You got something to help get you through it. When I hear all the voice changes in her live, I'm convinced she was the one. Oh, Amy, you already know where I'm headed. Okay, I want y'all to peep that voice, because that's what I want to play. I'm gonna play that clip. Okay, because see, what we not doing is playing these games. Okay, because I was listening to that too. I said, no, wait a second. Was that the same lady on the phone? Y'all, that thing is so weird. Okay, I saw a piece of it. I didn't see the whole thing, but I did see kind of the back of, when they were standing there in that bathroom. Yes, I did see that part. Girl, you are saying what I was thinking too. And I think some other people were calling it too in the comments underneath that video. Wow.
Just like they making these pages, and every fake page, the most of it is a black person. Yeah, some of y'all doing, but the new page that I screenshotted because God showed it, obviously it must have been don't nothing happen back. Human make accident.
And Freddie, that's what I was saying earlier. I feel that there were red flags, that there were some things that they were involved in as well. But I think to the point of the unaliving part, I think he was saying it from that standpoint. However, how did she get the alcohol and the drugs in her system? You see what I'm saying? And then we all go into the room, but we're going to leave Kenneka out here by herself. Like, those things gave red flags, okay? And then nobody can find her. You got camera footage, all this stuff. Like, that part back then were red flags. Okay, so I get what you're saying. Yeah. Right, SG. She was invited to the party by who? Because it seems like all of it was a setup. And she had told them that they were going bowling into a movie theater at first, but then ended up going to this party. And when I see her walking down that hallway when they first got there, I was like, man, she didn't know this was going to be her last moment, alive, going to this party, with these people. Oof.
Yes, God, no. Get ourselves together. They're using us against us. I was a woman that raised kids, a single fucking parent. Y'all don't know how important it was. My husband got killed. Y'all, fuck what that man thinks. Think about the motherfucking babies that these women got to raise. And y'all bitches took my baby from me. Hell yeah, bitch, I'm crashing now. motherfucking thing. Look at that symbol. I didn't believe that shit until I got in that room.
Wow. Ooh, y'all. Now she came out with that live. She did the post first, then she came out with that live, and it was all over the place. Okay. But we could definitely tell there is some things there. Now, seems to be between her and Jedediah, this going back and forth of her, doing these subliminals and shade and so forth. And the more she does that, the more he releases. Okay. I just want whoever, why do we have to do this race to the truth? Whoever has the truth. Okay. Can we get to the bottom of what really happened? Like, that's what I think everybody is just waiting for. I was emotionally invested when this first happened, almost as much as I am in Justice for Romeca. But after the mom's money grab, that was enough for me. I believe they put something in her drink. I believe that too. I've always believed that though. Even without y'all, like I said, I wasn't following it on social media because I wasn't on YouTube a lot back then. So a lot of the stuff that was discovered, I didn't know about. I just recently, now that this has come back up, I've gone back to look at certain videos. Okay, because I was like, wow. But just at surface level, when this first came out, some things that didn't stand out to me were the friends leaving her to go get the keys. Okay, then she comes up missing. They leave the party, go get the mama. They using a car that's not even your car. Who does that? This person not even in your family. You taking her car to go get her, and Kenneka's still at the hotel just wandering around. Okay. Then how she got so intoxicated. And then on that one video, they were asking her, was she drunk? I don't know if y'all remember that in the background. I was watching the video. They were asking her, was she drunk? She was like, no, what you mean? I'm having fun or whatever. She was still, able to talk and things like that. I think they were trying to see if it worked. I mean, that's just from surface level. Okay. And then nobody saw her wandering around on this hotel floor. And you're not just going to walk into a freezer like that and then end up beat up like that. One shoe on, one shoe off. Like, come on now. The whole scene just didn't even look right with the story that they were giving us. That's why I'm curious to know, what story did they give her? Okay. If this was not an accident, what happened? Then you're talking about going out of a back door and things like that. Which one? When? Okay. How did she get back in? Because usually hotels, when you go out of a door, in order to come back in, you have to have like the key card, right? What was the key card? How'd she get back in there? So these are things like, don't put something out, because all it does is open up the door for new conspiracies, new questions. Okay, that's all we're saying. If you're going to say something, say something. She hasn't given us anything different or new with no evidence or anything. Okay, it's been 8 years since this has happened. So why now? Why is it coming back up? Okay. Now, this is where I was going next. And Amy, she already brought it up. Okay. Now, this was Zach TV. And he had gotten, he was on live. Now, he was one of the content creators. Rest in peace to Zach TV. He was one of the content creators that was covering this case heavy. He was even, I was watching a video today where he was even doing an interview with Irene. Okay, so he was even getting a chance to talk to the friends and things like that. But he would go into territory that a lot of people wouldn't go into. Okay, he would talk to gang members. He had that type of content, talking to different gang members and so forth. And so that puts him in a dangerous position too. Especially if you're from that area and all of that, it put him in a dangerous position. Now, this particular video, y'all, he got an anonymous call from a lady. Now, Amy has already kind of called this out. I want y'all to pay attention to the voice. Now, the lady did not want to give her name either, okay? But I want you to listen to some of the things she stated pertaining to this case as well.
This white guy that I'm talking about is a president.
Okay.
A big company. which is Intel,
Okay.
and he owns, what is it? Is it IBM? He owns IBM, but he's over Snapchat and he's over.
Okay, but tell me this. Like, what does this have to do with Kenneka?
Because they're joking about it.
He's
Great.
They were there.
hold up. He was there like at the time of the crime or what?
Listen to the voice. Now, another thing, y'all, this is why I wanted to play this part too. I want y'all to think about the things that were stated now in the present, 2025, things she kind of hinted at and so forth. Now, this is going backwards. How much does she know back then? Okay, I want y'all to clock it. Okay, look at SG. This is why I played the other video first. I want y'all to hear that voice. I want y'all to keep hearing the voice. Now let's come on over. Let's go a little back in time.
Right.
Are you hold on? How sure are you that he was there?
I've been reviewing their pictures all day today. These people, those white people that walked into the building,
Right.
the luggage and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, they're from the what do you call it?
He what?
Where they come and get body parts.
Okay.
Okay, the guy in the stripy shirt has a stripy shirt on in a picture from the company that he works with in Chicago. Organ donors, I forgot the name of the company. I didn't write that down today because I've been writing so quickly. Go to this here, GIFFARI.
Okay.
And RAFSANJAANI.
Okay.
Okay, that's one person to look into. The other one is Joel Combs. JOELCOMM. JOELCOMM. He's the owner of IBM.
Yes, Gretchen.
So why would these guys target Kenneka Jenkins out of everybody in that hotel?
Listen, they said on that piece of, they said they got a picture of Mona Lisa talking about her hair was all messed up. It's in the chat. It's chat. There's another guy I get to. He's a police officer. His name is Paul Manning. See, I'm giving this information. I'm trying to give quickly.
I'm listening to you. I'm driving. I'm on the E-way driving to a video shoot, but I'm listening to you at the same time. Keep talking.
Okay, it's Paul Manning. You gotta look into him. It's MOB.
Now, this lady on this call was giving him pertinent information to the case. A lot of details that they probably did not want to get out. People's names, what they were coming for, and all of that. Okay, and he was live on video while he had this phone call.
INFILTRATOR. That's another person to look.
Okay. And these are suspects, right?
Correct.
Okay, I got a question for you. Why out of everybody, why you come to Zach TV instead of going to the police officers?
Because Zach, you said that you wanted to do this here.
Right.
You wanted to solve this here. I'm by myself. I don't have anybody. We just don't know.
So people know the top content creators in these type of cases that will get the word out to the people. At the time, Zach TV was not only, the only one covering this, but had a huge platform. He stated that he wanted to be the one to solve this. So her motive in contacting Zach with this information was because she knew that it would get out. Okay. She was also, y'all, in this to me, putting his life just at stake, just even giving him this type of classified information. You see what I'm saying? That was a lot of information that I'm pretty sure they didn't want names and all that out like that. Okay. Okay, Gretchen. Look.
Okay, tell me, do any of the friends have anything to do with it? Because I believe they don't have shit to do with it.
Oh, I believe they got a lot to do with it.
Whoa. You said the friends got something to do with it?
I think they do.
What the fuck? Where you get, like...
The last time, I've been watching how the Illuminati, how the Baphomet, I mean, you know how they do their hands.
Hey, hold on. First off, why did you call me? First off, I don't know how the fuck you got my number. No disrespect. I don't know.
I got your number off of the Twitter account. You had it in the Twitter account.
Nah, my business number is on Instagram. Instagram.
That's it. It was on Instagram.
So, and you hold on. You called me private because you don't want the police to get your number, right?
This is the thing. They've been watching me the whole time. They've been watching off of my tablet and my smart TV. They keep sending me kind of little snip messages. They're into the phone. Do you understand the company that?
Now, my question and wondering would have been like, who are you? Why would they be looking at you? You know what I'm saying? That would have been a main red flag right there. I mean, who are you that they would have been watching you? That mother knew everything. She wanted him to put it out there, but those people wasn't going to be taken down then or now. You think that's her? Okay. She said, man, that's Teresa. Please, plus Zach was from Chicago and he would be able to verify some of them names. Exactly. All the friends played a part in KJ's death. Asked Irene about them glasses she had on. Irene was scared. Wow. And he didn't interview because I am going to play that, not today, but I do want to look back at her interview he did. So he should knew that this is the mother, but she wanted her hands clean. They all was playing games. Ooh, clock it.
Did this whole thing. The man that's involved in this here, him and his friends, they're joking about this here situation on the night. They got the dates on there.
Wow. This is crazy.
It's deeper than what you think. I keep on trying to talk to somebody.
Okay.
I'm just like frustrated. I'm frustrated because.
Did y'all hear what she said? It's deeper than what you think. Do I not have a video titled the exact same thing a few weeks ago? Okay. Y'all, some stuff I just don't talk about like out here and stuff because, you know, like, but y'all just think and read between the lines. I know we have a lot of intelligent, educated, y'all are some deep thinkers over here. So, wow. For that to be stated like that, it gave me goosebumps that day. Like, seriously. SG, okay? She said not a dime.
They keep calling my house.
Hold on.
Because they're looking through, listen, there are cameras in these smart TVs. There's technology that we don't even know about. You understand? They even tell you it's in your phone. Those black screens, it's in your phone. There's a camera. They're watching you every day.
So why are you a prime suspect over the case? I don't get it.
Why am I a prime suspect?
I mean, not a suspect. Why are they on your ass so bad? Because you know all this information?
Because I keep on searching into things and pulling it up. And every time that I pull it up, I'm getting a message sent back to me through my iPad. Then I got a phone call today.
Hello?
Kenneka Shaw, 706. I mean, I don't know no Kenneka Shaw. I was discussing it with somebody over the phone And then all of a sudden, my home phone rings to Misha Shaw.
That's crazy.
Thank you.
So basically, out of everybody in the world, you went to my Instagram, you say, okay, Zach is over the Kenneka case, or I don't know how the fuck you come about, but you like.
I watched your videos. I ended up seeing one of your videos, and you said that you, no matter what it
Yes,
takes, you were
Freddie.
going to a school, and you were putting on your shoes and said, no matter what it takes, I'm going to solve this case. I'm not asking for no money. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. I said, let me call Zach. Let me see if I can find Zach. Because I was going to get in touch with, what is it, Jedediah.
But you know the video, this was scaring me, ma'am. The video you're talking about, I put it on a Kenneka Jenkins discussion group on Facebook. That video is not on YouTube. I asked you earlier, are you in a Facebook group are you in a Kenneka group on Facebook? You said no. Hold up, listen. You said no. So I'm like, how the fuck she know about the video? How did you see it?
I've been watching videos all through everybody else's videos.
Okay.
I've been watching so many videos. And it's just, they put yours in there. They add yours in there. They add, what Mike talking about, Larry. He's talking about getting off. So he stopped talking about Kenneka at all. I couldn't get him. I couldn't get his number.
Okay. This shit is getting a little spooky, man.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. Because there's two other guys that's on there talking about her with these men that I gave you.
I just don't understand why would they target her out of everybody?
I don't know.
Okay, and you're saying that we should not take our eyes off the friends?
Don't take your eyes off of them.
Who?
And I heard today on one of the sites, it said that Monifa left town.
Monifa.
And she said she was taking a plane.
I really don't know the details on how she traveled.
Now, y'all, clock this. This lady was watching all of these content creators and their lives. Okay. This was one way she was finding out information as well. Although she had some inside information, she was watching the videos because he was like, one particular video, he only posted it in a group. It wasn't public. But she's saying that I guess someone showed it and she saw it on their platform. Okay. So she's finding out information from the content creators that were covering this at that time. Okay. He probably knew that he was riding. Y'all, I noticed that the more he talked to her, he was riding and looking around. He got nervous.
That's what I'm saying. And she was just the other day showing all the money that she had to her friends and stuff. I'm just like, well, where'd you get that money?
I mean, in Chicago, she could have finessed, she could have worked a job. Who knows?
Right. Yep.
So I don't know. I'm kind of lost at the call that you know what I'm saying? That you reached out. You got me. No, you got me a little nervous now. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's deeper than what you think because I was, you know, when I got started looking at the pictures and putting it together, it reminded me, and they keep on saying it too, Get Out. The town. The whole town is connected.
Okay.
Which we already know. That guy is a family member, the one that brought that body out of there.
He's a family member?
The managers, the hotel, they're supposed to be family. They own a mortuary.
Okay.
A pet mortuary, too.
What?
A pet mortuary.
Okay.
And how is it that See, I looked into Selena. Selena is out of California. Her friend is out of California. Now, with her friend being on drugs, on heavy drugs, you can't be a donor.
Okay.
And with
Now she's talking about Selena Gomez, y'all, who received a donation, kidney donation, and some people were stating that that was Kenneka's kidney allegedly, and all of that. Now I haven't gone into that part of all of this and looked into all of that, but there was a friend that went on like different interviews with Selena, telling their story of how she was able to donate to her. Because allegedly, she got her kidney 4 days after Kenneka was found dead. Okay. So, it's like some different connections there and so forth. So that's who she's referring to in this this particular part.
you having surgery, you have to be there to have the surgery. You have to be there for a fresh.
Yo, so ma'am, hold up. I'm kind of lost because this, like, I'm headed somewhere. You just had me pull over and park. I don't know what the fuck I'm at. No, listen, but who? First off, let's start from the beginning. You just called me from a private number. Who are you? What's your name?
Oh, sorry.
Who are you?
I don't want my name out there.
Uh-oh.
I don't want my name out there.
But ma'am, I'm holding
I just told you my name is Tanya.
Tanya?
Yes.
Okay, now what's your whole like ordeal with the situation? What
I have only been looking into the case ever since I heard about it.
Okay, now we have a nurse, Amy, in the building. She says organs have to be used within a few hours, not days. So would that include if they are refrigerated and preserved? Would that still, because I don't know. I'm not in the health industry. But would that include, if they've been frozen and so forth? How does that work? Well, it still sounds like mother knew everything from the jump. Mm-mm.
Are you
been watching the videos?
Are you trying to hide your identity?
No, I'm not trying to hide my identity to that. I'm just saying I'm looking at these white people that have talked about it online. And nobody's looking into them. And they're laughing at us.
Who killed Kenneka?
I can't tell you who killed her. I don't know. The only thing I know is I read their information between their little selves with their friends talking about what happened on Saturday night with the drunk girl. Hair all messed up. Go and look at their sites. Look at the people that Joel is talking to.
Who? Oh my God. Okay, ma'am. This why I'm getting scared, ma'am. You tell you.
Back, Zach.
Listen.
I would tell you to step back.
No. Whoa. You said leave the case alone.
Listen, it's deeper than what we think.
Yes or no? Leave the case alone.
Leave it alone.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna take your advice.
Leave it alone for your safety.
Wow.
Leave it alone.
Okay. You I ain't gonna lie, you fucking scaring me. I ain't scared of shit, but you scaring me.
But I'm saying, Zach, it's deeper than what we think it is. And they want us to step back. That's why the police, the FBI, none of them have stepped in. Because they're connected.
Y'all heard that?
And when you have money.
Did you hear that? Let me play just that part again.
The shit, but you scaring me.
But I'm saying, Zach, it's deeper than what we think it is. And they want us to step back. That's why the police, the FBI, none of them have stepped in. Because they're connected. And when you have money, you can do anything you want to do.
So what you gotta, hey, listen, for somebody that's saying, oh, this is some bullshit, this isn't real, what do you got to say to people that don't believe this is true?
Oh, I would just say open your eyes and stay prayerful. I'm serious. Open your eyes and stay prayerful. Watch over your children, your family members. Watch over them.
That part, Gretchen. I was like, well, you just done exposed a lot of information that probably should not have gotten out. Now you're telling him to leave it alone during this time and step back. So he's like, wait. So you're telling me to leave the case alone. But she also gave a reason why police had not stepped in. I want y'all to pay attention to that, okay? She said they're connected. It's deeper than what you think.
Okay, so you saying do not. So I should never talk about the case again. Don't put.
Don't even go into it because they're watching you. You have an account. You have an account that they're watching you.
Okay. And once it,
I said, if you look into Joel Comer, you'll stop.
Okay. So okay, I'm gonna fall back from the case, man.
Now think about something else right quick, y'all. How would she know that? How did she know that they were watching him?
I haven't been posting anything on Facebook because for some reason I'm blocked from Facebook. So
I'm blocking everybody. They blocked me.
Oh, hold up, you're blocked.
They've been blocking me for comments.
Wow.
That's why I said. And every time I put something in, I'm getting a threat. Right. I need to shut up. I'm getting a threat. Well, those that are coming and telling and getting the information out there, I would say, those that are getting the information out there and getting it right, they're blocking you.
So is that why I was blocked off Facebook?
Yeah.
Wow. So tell me this, and you say you will not go to the cops, correct?
I'm not going.
So, okay, because are you from Chicago?
No, I'm not.
You don't want to give out your your city and state, do you?
No.
Okay.
If they want to trace you, they're going to trace you, regardless. They're going to trace you.
Wow. Okay.
I don't have any accounts. I don't have Facebook. I don't have any of those Twitters. None of that stuff. None of that.
Okay. Wow. So you're basically saying this is deeper than what we know, and we should all fall back. Step back. Don't talk.
Elaine said
no more.
Think that's
don't do it.
Okay. I don't know. At first, I thought this was some bullshit. Like, who the fuck is calling my phone?
Now, the reason, another evidence, was in the mom's statement recently. She said that she did tell them to stop protesting. She was telling people to step away from it, to leave it alone. And even Jediah, when he came out recently, after she had made that post, the first post, he confirmed that, he was told to back away from it. So is it just, I'll say, a coincidence that this lady on this call too was telling him to step away? Because the mom admitted that she told him to stop. Okay. They're blocking her because of her running her mouth. Why not meet in person? Facebook. Yes, exactly. Because that is a lot of like classified confidential information she was putting out back then, whoever this lady was. Okay. Sounds like Angie Stone and D'Angelo. She ain't lying. Who is bold enough to look up them names? Because I want to know them. I'm scared. You know what? It reminds me, Amy, when you said that. Do y'all remember that movie, The Net? That's what it reminds me of. When that lady, every time you clicked on that icon, child, it's sending it to this whole little thing people weren't supposed to see, and folks start looking for those people. Okay, that's what your comment reminded me of that movie. Okay, she's lying about her location. Oh, you were saying you think she's lying about her location? Oh, wow. She could have told Zach from the door. Okay, Gretchen. Oh my goodness. You say I think that's the mother.
This is my business phone too, and I'm like, who calling? And then you saying a lot of shit that kind of like, you know what I'm saying, is kind of shaking me up. Like, step back. Somebody else, a lot of people told me fall back from this case, finish fucking with rappers and shit, you know. But now you saying people watching me, they watching everybody is.
You got Snapchat and you have your Twitter account.
Right, Anthony.
Right.
The person, Joel Coleman, COMM, he's the owner.
He's the owner of this social media site?
Yes. Yes.
So is that the guy? Is that the guy that's in it? That's, hold up. In the video, it's the coroner and it's the young guy, and he put something in his jacket. Who is that guy?
The coroner is related to the hotel manager.
What? This shit getting
an award. He's getting an award from one of the companies that harvest bodies in Chicago.
Wow. Hey, can I ask you what's your name again, ma'am? Tanya. I'm gonna say this. I received literally probably like 7 to 8 other anonymous phone calls with people threatening me and saying, leave this fucking case alone, you nigger. This have nothing to do with you. You're putting your nose in other people's business. And now and everybody's been calling private except one number. It was a number that I couldn't call back. You know, it was like a 15 digit number telling me, shut the fuck up, never to release the footage that I have, never to talk about it. So I don't even post about it. But now you know what I'm saying, you're shaking me up. I think that everybody just giving me warnings to just drop it, you know?
Yes.
Wow.
For your safety, I would say yes. Step back, baby.
Okay.
Step back.
Okay.
Because if the mama really wants to find out what's up with her baby, I would be out there fighting to find out to my child.
Tell me this. I got one more.
You look at her, and you look at how she's smiling. Hey, live. It gets on my last nerve. Hey, live. I can't stand it.
Now, y'all, let me pause it. Do y'all think it's still a mother?
She's not.
Because wait, she was talking about the mama. Now, would she talk about herself if that was her? Would she talk about herself? That's a good little question to ponder. Okay. It sounded like her voice. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. But then I was like, well, then when she said that, I was like, well, dang, would she talk about herself? Like, because she brought the mama up. I'm like, oh, shit.
Thinking about that baby.
But she knew a lot of information.
I got one more question. How are you getting threats if your account is disabled?
Phone numbers, you can trace phone numbers.
So you were getting threats through your phone?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm surprised they still open, Elaine.
Once they get a phone number, they can tap you into whatever you're doing, whatever you're saying. It's we're on this computer thing. They are hooked in to you. They know exactly what you're doing, where you at, where you're going.
Okay.
Just step back, Zach.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. Enough said. I'm done with the case. I'm done with the case. You don't have to worry about me posting shit on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat about the Kenneka Jenkins case. Nothing. I wanted to post to. It's crazy because Sunday I wanted to put some. I wasn't even gonna talk about it. I was just gonna post it from this lady page I'm on Facebook. I was gonna post me and Irene, but do not do that.
Don't even do that. I would say, for me, if it were me, I would make more copies and send them out to different places. Things that people that you can trust.
Y'all, that's like some movie type of danger. Okay, and he did post that video of him and Irene. I just looked at it this morning. I just thought about that when he just said that. I was like, oh my God. I just watched that part of it. I haven't seen the whole video. But this morning it popped up on my news feed, on my YouTube home. Wow. Mm-mm-mm.
In a safety deposit box. Anything. So when it does hit the fan, you'll know. But I would step back.
Okay.
I would step back. Because I've heard online too that they have went into different people's places and taken their computers and all this other stuff.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
See, they have the technology. They hear me talking due to the fact that everything in your home, those TVs, everything, I'm serious. I am so serious. Have cameras, can hear you, recording, they hear you. You got a smart TV, they hear you.
Okay.
But look at Joel Comey. Look at him. Pull up his Twitter account.
Wow. Wow, this is crazy.
And this the guy that worked at the hotel, that's GIFFAR.
Uh-huh.
At RAFSANJAANI.
Okay.
They're friends. He's the security guard.
Okay.
Wow. And I feel for you all in Chicago. Because the
Right,
police
Becca.
officer that was on there, Paul Manning,
Okay.
through Joel Comey, they're talking with one another. He's talking about the martial law that's finna come down on everybody.
Wow.
And there's a sick man on here. It's called Medical Guide. He calls himself Medical Guide.
So what's the biggest information you found out about this case so far?
Ooh. I don't have to. I'm looking at what they're doing and what they're saying. Just by their words and their hint to one another as they're conversating with one another, that they enjoyed their time on the 9th.
Okay.
And that they say she had a good time partying up, being drunk.
Right.
And they have a picture of Mona Lisa with her hair all messed up, just like they said Kenneka's hair was messed all up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So talk about the autopsy.
Talk about the autopsy?
Like, what do you feel about the autopsy?
I feel as though they had her in that room because I was reviewing a tape today where they were going in and out this room, and the security guard came in with some pillows and sheets and stuff. Why is the security guard going in and out of the room with pillows and things? Why is the security guard pushing a cart?
Okay.
That was a good point.
Why are these people with luggage, with half of them with nothing in it? Half of them with nothing in it. You hear what I'm saying? Following that blonde-headed girl
Now, and I did see a video where someone pointed that out. Now, this is my thing too. If we're going to say, I believe that, Drea, if we're going to say that, let's look at both sides of that. That's not the mother. For this lady to be giving out all of this information, it would have had to have been someone close to the case, okay, that was able to look at confidential classified information. Now, she was stating she wasn't from Chicago. How in the world would she have gotten access to look at and know so much outside of the media? People from a distance would have known just what the media showed, right? Or, that time some people were watching what content creators were talking about, putting out, and so forth. But to go through this much information, if it's not her, somebody who was up in the rooms, okay, there was somebody who was paying attention that had access to that confidential classified information. Even the people who was there doesn't even know all that information. Gretchen, okay, right. So only the mother will know. Who would know that much information? Absolutely, because people were saying that her voice was irritating. Okay. Compulsive liar. Hey, Miss Foxy, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining. I'm just saying, it's somebody who would have known a lot.
Down the hallway. And the man in that striped shirt is the head person.
Wow.
Following her. Now, he came out today talking about they had 4 or 5 rooms. And they said 5 people came up missing.
Right.
So, did they have several people working in different rooms?
I don't. You know an awful lot, ma'am.
I've been watching videos. I don't have nothing to do. I have nothing to do.
Oh, okay. He had his suspicions as well. Okay, during that time. Freddie said allegedly they got someone to get the room for them. I believe the gang members that was at the hotel was doing a lot of threats. They jumped on Kenneka in that bathroom, probably jumping her in. And it's y'all, it was so much with that. Like, wow, it's a lot. Monifa and Irene know the security guard as well. That's what I heard. Real well. I don't trust anyone. Me neither, Elaine, when it comes to this. Because my thing is she knew a lot of information, y'all. A lot of information. Okay. Now, unfortunately, even after that, I think he continued to do different videos, and he ended up losing his life. But I wanted to show just a little bit of this video to kind of show, how that ended up happening. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
On May 29th, 2018, entrepreneur Chicago King Dave was prepping for a major event at Refuge nightclub in Chicago. The lineup featured numerous local rappers. A showcase of the underground talent Zach TV had spent years documenting. By 8:45 p.m., the list of performers was finalized. But just minutes later, Zach TV called King Dave with a request. He wanted his friend, AMG Fresh, to be added to the lineup. King Dave made an exception, and AMG Fresh was allowed to perform.
So that's always on my mind. Like, damn, if he wasn't there, would he still be alive? And I just had to learn to, it ain't your fault, because Allah had a different plan for Zach. And it just took me some time after that. Like, I'm still affected by that.
Zach arrived to the club to support and record AMG Fresh. Fresh had brought his girlfriend along. It was her birthday, and the night was supposed to be a celebration. As T Streets and AMG Fresh performed, Zach moved through the crowd, camera in hand.
So he called me and he had somebody who wanted to perform, and I'm like, bring them, you good. Gave them time, they came, showed up, left the show. Something happened, and he ended up, you know what I'm saying?
Everything seemed normal until AMG Fresh took the stage. Zach overheard a group of men talking about AMG Fresh, pointing him out. One of them said, "Isn't that the dude who beefs with the BDs?" The conversation quickly escalated. Zach realized the men were planning to jump AMG Fresh while he was performing.
He went down there to really, you know what I'm saying, help folks them, you know what I'm saying, to promote what they had going on, and he overheard motherfuckers saying what they was going to do to him. And he was stopping that shit. But a lot of motherfuckers don't know this. He stopped motherfuckers from getting on the stage and up Fresh performance.
Without hesitation, Zach stepped in. He talked to the group, convincing them to back off, de-escalating a situation AMG Fresh wasn't even aware of. But the energy in the club had changed. The night didn't feel right anymore. Zach made the decision to leave early. Witnesses later said he looked uneasy as he walked out. After leaving Refuge, Zach went to his Jeep, planning to pick up AMG Fresh and get him out of there before anything happened.
He ain't here for that, you know what I'm saying? They was about to get on the stage and Zach stopped them like, please don't do this. People don't know this though. Zach left a little early before the show ended so he can be outside on the front waiting for Fresh. When Fresh came out, he was telling Fresh to get his ass in the car, but it was Fresh's girl's birthday.
I almost didn't buy this NFL wallet, but when Black Friday hit and it was up to 42% off.
When Zach found Fresh, he tried to get him inside the car immediately. Zach was visibly nervous, showing Fresh his gun, a silent warning that they were in a bad situation. But Fresh, unaware of what had gone down inside.
Okay, child, look, in hindsight, rest in peace, Zach. Ooh, child, I would have got out of there, called him, look, you better get out of there, and left. He was trying to be, he was trying to de-escalate it, and he looked like a nice guy, was trying to de-escalate it, and he was trying to hurry up and get him out of there. But he didn't know, allegedly, what had gone down already, that potentially people were looking to get at him while he was up there, on stage. I really believe that the mother told them people that she had told people about them, and I'm also believing that they made her tell who she had talked to. Ooh, she said forced. KJ didn't get a headstone till May. That's what I heard out there. Wow, that's what I heard. I saw it. I saw a picture of it on a video. Zach TV had footage for himself that night and gave the other one to the security guard. Ooh, wow.
Was relaxed. It was his girlfriend's birthday, and he wasn't in a rush to leave. Zach insisted, get in the Jeep. After some hesitation, AMG Fresh finally got in. His girlfriend and T Streets joined them. As soon as AMG Fresh got inside the Jeep, the men from inside the club noticed. They saw the car he got into. They now knew what vehicle to follow. Zach drove 2 blocks away from the club, dropping off AMG Fresh and his girlfriend at their car. Fresh's girl got out and switched to her own vehicle. Zach didn't immediately leave.
He got to the car. They made it to Fresh car and parked right in front of it. You know what I'm saying? And Zach chose to let them sit in. Fresh girl was in the front seat. T Streets and Fresh was in the back seat. And she hopped out the car when they pulled up and got in their car and started it. And Zach chose to tell them the little shit that he was telling them right then and there instead of leaving. Zach TV died saving Fresh, bro.
Okay.
He parked and explained everything that had happened inside the club.
Wow.
He wanted Fresh to understand how close things had come to turning violent. Before Zach could drive away, a dark-colored minivan pulled up beside his Jeep. Gunshots erupted. The bullets ripped through the Jeep's windshield. Either AMG Fresh or T Streets fired back, returning shots. Zach was hit. One bullet struck him in the shoulder. Another hit behind his ear, lodged into his brain. His foot slipped from the pedal. The Jeep lost control, veering off the road and slamming into a pole.
Around 1 a.m, police say a gunman in another car pulled up alongside Stoner's vehicle near Clark and Polk Streets. Multiple shots were fired.
The Jeep had crashed, but the shooting had stopped. T Streets and AMG Fresh didn't wait to see what would happen next. They jumped out of the wreckage and ran to AMG Fresh's girlfriend's car. She was still parked nearby, and as soon as they got inside, she sped off. Up above, a bystander recorded the scene from a high-rise building.
A witness, several stories up, posted this Twitter video
Now,
moments
y'all,
after the crash.
what's up with all these camera footages from random people of different incidents? Okay, because I mean, we were even here in Romeca's case that, it was recordings and things like that. Like, man, like, wow. So this person was recording the whole thing from up high above. Interesting.
It appears to show a group of people at the scene getting into another vehicle, then driving off before police arrive.
In the footage, the Jeep sat motionless, its front smashed against the pole. Zach was still inside, slumped over, alone.
That's
At 1:35 a.m., police arrived at the scene. They found Zach in the driver's seat, shot, unresponsive. Underneath his seat, they discovered his .40 caliber pistol. He never had the chance to use it. Zach was rushed to Northwestern Memorial Hospital. Doctors fought to save him.
And that's what I was saying to y'all with these people say I'm licensed to carry, I'm licensed this and all that. But in the heat of a moment, would you have time to even use it? Some stuff happens so quickly. He had even stated after, because I was reading an article about this, he stated that he kept it because he said you always have to be prepared. Well, he had it, it was loaded, but by the time they came up on him, he didn't even have a chance to use it. It was by his foot. It had fallen. They had hit him so quickly. And I think in the heat of that moment of how things had gone down, like they said, they had already arrived at the vehicle and they were about to get out and go. I wish he would have kept going and maybe they talked about that later. It's almost like when you think about Boys in the Hood, that scene where they knew that they had just seen those guys, right? Well, in that moment that they had gotten distracted is when they snuck up on them. So in those type of high intense situations, like when you got to look over your shoulder or you knew it was like some type of potential danger, like not stopping, like get out of there, in hindsight, of course, looking back, we can't redo anything or anything like that. But I just really hate that happened like that. But we know who's putting Romeca's pictures out. Okay. When videos are being shown back then, a girl was in a bathroom at the party. She got something from the guy she was with, She poured Kenneka a drink and put a pill in it and gave it to Kenneka. And I can believe that. I don't think I've seen that video, but in some way it would have gotten into her system. She wasn't like that on the video when she was walking in. Okay. Sometimes when you are licensed don't mean anything, because he had no idea what was about to happen exactly. And that's so sad, y'all. He was trying to de-escalate the situation. Okay. And then pretty much got caught in the crossfire. Okay. So then they ended up running away, leaving him there by himself in that car, in that vehicle. That's sad as well.
But his injuries were too severe. At 4:20 a.m., Zachary Stoner was pronounced deceased.
15 minutes later, chick FaceTime me, showing me. He putting Zach on the stretcher, crying. Like, Zach. Literally was like a block and a half away.
Yeah.
I was standing in the front, paying my DJs, like DJ Amaris. Yeah, me and DJ Amaris out there. I'm like, man, you get paid, they give you the money. I gave somebody else the money. He like, yeah, then we boo, 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 boo.
His final night had started with supporting a friend. By the end, he became a target. Had Zach just paid the price for trying to stop a fight before it even started? For a man who spent years documenting Chicago's rap scene, his passing became another tragic headline.
From me knowing Zach and from everybody else knowing Zach, I ain't never heard of Zach.
Imagine being able to build an app with
Okay, so I'm gonna stop that one there. But because of the amount of information he had gotten on that video, the lady giving him the warning, he was deep into the Kenneka Jenkins case. She was telling, to back off. People were getting death threats. Then this ended up happening with those gang members and so forth. Then, there was speculation that this was tied to or in connection with him being involved in the Kenneka Jenkins case. And maybe this was a way for them to knock him off of the scene because he was trying to solve the case and getting really close to an answer. Then some people didn't believe that. They're like, no, he was just kind of caught up in this little beef between these rivals or whatever. So I just want to show that, to highlight that's where that came from. Were people being taken out because they were covering this case and getting too close to what really happened. Elaine said, I'm going to need a drink for real, right? That part, that was so crazy hearing about that. And y'all, after all of these years, some of y'all told me about this, and I decided to look it up because I didn't even know about it. I didn't know all of this was happening, because if you were not a part of the scene back then and really following the groups or on YouTube, you might be like me. We just thought it was over. We knew it, something didn't sit right with the case, but the media wasn't covering it anymore and so forth. So then, y'all, that goes back to Romeca's case. Know that the media is not covering this anymore. A lot of people have fallen off and do not know what other happenings and things that we're finding out have taken place behind the scenes. Okay. They're still stuck at Holly got out of jail, that this was self-defense and nothing else is happening. They don't realize the case is still ongoing. Okay. So that's what was happening even then, until they just came on out and just left it at, it was an accidental death. And, she had too much alcohol and a mixture of this drug in her system. And she walked into a freezer and blah, 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 blah. That's it. No, that wasn't it. Okay. There was a lot of stuff that they uncovered during that time that was never really released to the public unless you knew about these content creators and were following them or following the story. It's a lot that we don't know, those of us who were not a part of that scene and follow back then. I didn't know about Zach or this whole situation until recently. Okay. And he knew a lot of information. Now, I'm curious to know, because that lady did warn him that the things that she was giving him and the information that he was finding, did he leave some stuff behind with people that he trusted or in a safe security deposit box. Did he do any of that? Okay, we don't know. Let's see, doing a, oh, okay. Okay, Gretchen. Okay, recorded by Masons. I don't know. I'm not gonna put that out there because Charlotte, I don't know. I don't even want to be talking about that. Yeah, I just find it odd that people were recording from high up. How? Okay, now let's just say this. Say you stay in an apartment over there, right? I could see after you hear something outside, a car crash, and you're like, oh Lord, what was that? Let's just say it was a hotel or apartment, or you grab your phone, you're recording. That would have been after the fact. Okay. How did you know about the other stuff taking place with the shooting and all this, the people getting out the car, in the car? You were able to capture all of that on video. What was that about? You see what I'm saying? It's almost like some people are in position to record certain things. Maybe the person who was at the crime scene might have been threatening about their videos. I don't know. Okay. That's sad. Yeah. So I was like, wow, that's crazy, y'all. I mean, with this video stuff and all of that, it's crazy. And then some of the things that parallel with is deeper than you think. Why haven't cops stepped in? All of that. Those are things, to think about in relation to both of these cases. Now here we have certain things coming back out. Okay, yeah, I read it, Brandy. Yeah, certain things are coming back out. Now, with this time around in Kenneka's case, will the truth be revealed after 8 years? Are they going to release the truth? Okay, because we can talk around it and do this going back tit for tat, but people want to get to the heart of the matter. What really, really happened? But how was people recording from high up? Who was following them? Gretchen, clock it. Okay, how was that? How was that possible? Okay, you just happened to get all of that. Oh, okay. Okay. It's just weird. But nevertheless, I just wanted to share those things with you, help y'all get through your cooking today. Ebony Rose said I didn't really follow the case, but I tell y'all what. Okay, she said let me start back to minding my business. Right, girl. Okay, until something come out, child. Let me not redo what they done already done. Now, look, they have some new info. They putting out new stuff. I may follow it from that, but baby, we're not trying to go back into dangerous territory. Okay. You are right about that. But at this time, I don't think that is going to be revealed. Okay. So Gretchen, she don't think that they'll reveal it. Wow. Because the mama, somebody, they may take her back to court. I'm like, Lord have mercy. This is a lot. But hopefully y'all have finished, got through your work day, or you're cooking, today. Y'all, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, put one thing in the chat that you are thankful for on today. Okay, because I know we have a lot to be thankful for with our families. Some of y'all have been just blessed with many things this year. So if you want to, you can share something in the chat. Also, y'all, later on, watch out, Micah, hold on. Later on, I think I'm going to do it. Do I want to do it today? Because I know we got football going on. But if I don't do it today, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I may do it on the Friday. Because we reached our goal Tuesday, during Tuesday's evening live, one of the rewards, a surprise, was to give away 2 gift cards. Okay, so we'll save the giveaway and do that tomorrow, because I know some people are cooking and doing different things at work and so forth today. So we'll save that one for tomorrow for the giveaway. Okay. Lord knows, great video, but I didn't had to pull my Bible out. Althea said, let me pull my Bible out. It's a lot. Okay. Gretchen said the only people who could record everything will be the people who's riding with him or following him closely. Oh, okay. All right, Nicole said, I'm thankful for God's blessings. Yes. Okay. And miracles and healing for my daughter. Yes. And we're continuing to keep your daughter lifted in prayer, Nicole. I'm thankful for being here to see another Thanksgiving. And I'm thankful for my family. Yes. I'm thankful for everything. Come on now. Every up and every down. I'm thankful. All right. Yes. Prayers for all. I'm not in the holiday spirit, but hope you all have a great day with blessings, right, Athea? And God bless you. I know sometimes it is hard for certain people during this time, but I just want to say, that God could comfort your heart and encourage you on this day. I don't know, Elaine. I don't know. Girl knows. I ain't trying to find out. Okay. Baby, they don't even have to worry about following me or anything like that, child. We are reacting. Don't even think about it. Okay, my son from the Mabry crew, Image Justice. They want to share one thing that they're thankful for on today.
I'm thankful for my friend Ashton, and I'm thankful for the heart of the Lord, and I'm also thankful for my whole family.
Oh, thank you, man.
I'm thankful for Dad, Mom, Granny, Alicia, James, and KK.
Okay, and Justice as well. My son tries to be shady sometimes to get in my daughter. He leaves her name. I'm like, oh my God. They are funny. Come on and do yours. I'm like, look, don't go through the whole family, okay? You're welcome, Nicole. Okay, go ahead.
I'm thankful for
You're welcome.
everything, but
Right, Ebony Rose.
I'm not thankful for the money.
What are you thankful for?
I just said everything.
Okay, good. Okay. Praise the Lord.
My mom, my dad. Wait, my mom.
She's trying to
my
change it
dad,
up. She can be a little funny, trying to be
my
slick.
sister,
Amount.
my cousins, my granny, and my uncle.
Okay, baby, y'all saw that video with the lady at the church, the mama, when the little girl said, "I'm thankful for my stepmom." I'm like, look, don't let me get in the spirit of that lady. Look at here now. Okay, Gretchen said, I'm thankful for being able to catch her live, so none of y'all look up those names. Okay, thank you, Gretchen, for your support. And baby, they don't have to worry about it because I ain't trying to go into that territory. Okay. Tiffany said, happy Thanksgiving. And happy Thanksgiving to you too. LOL said, have a blessed and family-filled holiday. Thank you, and same to you. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, Gretchen, I didn't know that. All right, so look, y'all, make sure today, enjoy, regardless of what it is. Try to just, enjoy your day, relax. Everyone doesn't go to family events. If y'all have y'all's family events, don't fight, okay? Don't argue. Try to leave all that on another day. But, enjoy the blessings that you have been blessed with. God is just so good. He's so faithful. And I'm thankful for all of you as well and your support. It really, really means a lot. My family and so forth, and God. So that's first and foremost. I'm thankful for all of my family, good health and lives. Yes, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much, okay? Like Pastor Hannah said, use the little saucer. He said, now I go back and fill it up by 5 times. Just don't overindulge, okay? Y'all know we got the gym memberships we got to start getting. Okay. Let's see. If she was saying those names, I was forgetting about them as soon as she said right. And she kept trying to spell it. It's no need to spell it. We're not looking it up. Okay. But I love you all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this Thanksgiving special. Make sure that y'all hit the like button. Also, if you would like to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, a super chat. My Cash App is scrolling on the screen, or buy a coffee. And that link is in the description field of this video. She said, happy Thanksgiving. I'm doing good, cooking my part of dinner to take over to my mom's for dinner. Enjoy. Okay. Heck, I don't trust the guys that was in the car. Elaine, clock it. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Ebony Rose. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And God bless everyone. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Until next time, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell because
you never know when I'm going to go live.
Thank you and have a blessed day.
Check out my episode, my Kind of Friends Thanksgiving special.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.